My name is Gum Gum.
I knew this was hell.
First official roll of the campaign, boys. Roll me an Arcana check, buddy-o.
Oh my fucking god! Nat 20 plus 3.
No.
23! First fucking roll of this campaign.
No way.
What the fuck? It's gonna be a fucking good one.
My eyes are gonna roll back into my head.
He's having a seizure.
Guts goes over and cups the back of his head, ready for him to fall.
You're doing it all wrong.
Kind of smacking
you
his
doing?
face a little bit.
If somebody's having a seizure, you want to put a piece of bark in their mouth
What the fuck?
so they don't swallow their tongue.
Oh, interesting Genasi trick there, my friend.
Are you gonna put bark in his mouth?
No, not my own,
Video
of course.
That's what it sounds like.
Somebody fetch me bark from a nearby tree. How dare you guys? That's disgusting.
You said it.
But don't you feel almost like you're a part of those trees as well?
How dare you?
Always be careful. This is pretty sketchy.
Well, let's give it a try. And I step 1 foot onto the bridge.
The rock falls and kills Sap Feldspar.
As
Finally.
long as this character's ever lasted.
Were you purposefully speaking giant that whole time to be impressive?
Oh no, I was trying to speak giant, yes.
Yeah, so in your own interpretation, how does that sound in giant to you?
Sorry.
He
My
just leaves the stream.
sorry.
I'm not now.
That's exactly what I wanted to hear. That was fucking perfect. We got that recorded, right? The session's being recorded?
Oh yeah. Oh
Okay,
yeah.
perfect.
And I'll flick my collar out, prepare myself, and I'll strut to the front of the party here and lead us through.
Not so fast. I've got a bead on your chest. This is about a 5-foot arrow. Not a good recipe for a pretty-looking fellow like yourself. Roll me a deception check.
12.
Something's up. Tell us why you're really here.
I'm gonna run away.
You fucking idiot.
I cannot sustain damage. I'm doing the run that Captain Jack Sparrow does too.
It's a big blade, and as I'm sprinting and I'm gaining momentum, I'm hitting rocks every once in a while, and there's sparks flying from my greatsword. As I come up and right up next to him, and I up slash, it cuts him right in half, right up the middle.
This is a disgusting display of violence.
Hey, is it normal to kill a bunch of people and then just their friends forgive you and then ask them to bury the people you killed?
Absolutely not, mate. These people out of their fucking minds.
Chase
I
is
don't think we
meta
should help.
critiquing my DMing right now. It's the type of metagaming I've never even heard of before. I'm gonna make you make 15 characters in this fucking campaign. Don't you make me?
Oh, it's gonna be a long campaign.
Welcome back, everybody, to another stream from At Advantage. Say hello, boys. All right. The marathon continues. Tonight we are continuing from last night on Shattered Virtues. This is the 4th episode already. It's flown by.
Let's go.
Last we saw you guys, you had set off to try and go find Cragwillow. You made your way up the path to a house that little fella had scouted out before you went into the cave. Upon walking up towards the house, he noticed a slain body on the ground, and after a medicine check, found that the body had been murdered and taken bites out of. Something sort of cannibalistic. You realized it was more so the size of a human mouth. After a little bit of investigating, you noticed that the house was ransacked. He got someone inside and tried to find out anything he could to see if there was signs of who might have done this. But there was too many things littered across the house that he couldn't really discern what had happened. So after that, you made your way into a limestone valley that had narrow paths winding upward into these plateaus, and through the cracks of these limestone valleys, you traversed for hours before you got to a pit stop where Casper and Oriole noticed a band of people ahead with a wolf. Sap tried to go out and delegate a little bit to figure out what they were there for. They wanted a toll, a steep toll to get through this valley. A really, really close attempt to try to dissuade them to let you through was only marred by a lack of time, where a minor illusion ran out of time. He realized that the gems he was given were actually fake. Battle ensued. The bandits were taken out pretty quickly, followed by a really emotional killing from Aaron. Trying to be talked out of it, he saw red and couldn't help but let the spear fly. Another round of applause for Joel on the roleplay last episode. I had goosebumps. It was amazing.
Thanks, guys.
And from there, you made your way into a small crack in the wall, found a few minor resources and a small amount of gold collected by the bandits, and continued onward towards Cragwillow. You did take a short rest, so if you wanted to use any of your hit die from that, make sure that gets done before we get too far into today's episode. Another milestone from last night is everyone achieved a level up. So the party is now level 2. Level 2. So everybody here has, I believe, done their sort of class selections or whatever ability
Just got
score
my last
increases that they are able to do. But we were planning on rolling for hit points tonight here on stream. So I'll just go ahead and start at my left, and I'll have Sam.
I don't know how to do that, dude.
All right, I'll start at my right. I'll have Ben roll a hit die. We'll see.
No, hold up.
We are re-rolling once.
We are
I'm in my
re-rolling
levels,
once.
We're re-rolling once. I'm not that evil.
Yeah.
That's cool.
7. I will take it.
That's
actually not bad.
No, out of a D10, I'm happy with that.
That's great.
awesome. What are your total hit points at now?
With this, I'll be at 21.
That's a big improvement.
Yes.
So whatever you roll, you just go to manage and add it to it.
Next
Yeah,
up-
that's the highest you
Next
get.
up, we'll do Chase.
We rolled just a D.
You gotta look that up. All right, I'm a wizard, so I'm gonna roll a d6. 5, I'll take it.
Nice.
There you go, man.
So far, really good rolls. What are your total hit points at now with that?
That puts me at 15.
Very good. Next up, Cody.
D6, and I get a 6.
Nice.
What's up? Let's go. What's up?
You guys deserve this after those rolls last night.
Holy
That's all
fuck.
I can say.
Yeah, for real.
Devin, you go ahead.
It's 2.
2.
Oh, 10.
It's alright.
Tony, what are your total hit points at with that 6?
You can re-roll it.
No, just reroll ones. 8 plus
Oh, just
6.
once, or-
But I gotta
Just
figure out
once.
how to get this on here.
Just ones.
Oh, okay.
What are your total hit points at with this 2?
14. Yeah. It could be.
No, put it at 6.
Oh, I messed it up.
While you're figuring that out, Joel, go ahead.
4.
4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And what are your total hit points at with that 4?
My total hit points are going to be 18.
Nice.
Yep.
Sam, go ahead.
Let's see here. 8
8.
plus 2. That's 10. Let's go, dude.
It should automatically do the 2. So
Oh yeah.
Cool. So what are your total hit points at with that?
15, right?
12 plus 10 is 22.
No, it's just 12 plus
just
8.
12 plus 8.
The 2 was already added
It's already
to
been
that.
added.
Oh, okay.
So 12 plus 8. So 20. Cool.
Sick, dude. We're all pretty high except for
Except-
our barbarian.
Yeah. Except for the one who needs it most.
Hey, I still have 18 hit points. So.
Ah, that's
Okay.
pretty
Yeah, that's
good.
not bad. Awesome. So we left off you guys basically rolling into Cragwillow.
So you just.
This mountainous valley town surrounded in limestone once was a very charming
Sorry.
Once was a very charming small city that has given Guts sort of a feeling of weight on his shoulders. You can feel a different air to this area, having been around here before in his younger years. You followed the instructions given to you by Hesh in the cave and found your way along the side of the wall where you found, indeed, etched into the stonework, a small mouse. With a perception check, you were able to find a small metal grate poking out from underneath a pile of boxes and barrels. That's where we are now. Floor is yours.
We're climbing down there.
Well, it is getting late. Maybe not at all, actually. But you guys want to take a nap?
No.
Absolutely not. Not right here. There's no way we wouldn't get caught.
I would prefer a full night's sleep myself.
I'm not used to spending all this time in the sun. It's got to be very.
I'm kind of agreeing with Oriole on this one. We're gonna get caught out here.
Have to keep moving, then I try to keep my eyes open.
Seems we're going into the fucking sewer. Ready for that?
Oh, really? Well, I'm gonna head in there with you.
Yeah, I'll
Somebody
I'll see if we can get in there. We can open up those bars or whatever.
Yeah, so without too much trouble, it just takes a minute or two. You guys are able to move the wooden boxes aside. And as you're doing so, the sewer grate reveals itself to be about 2.5 feet in diameter. So the heavily clad in armor on our party are going to have a tight fit, but you should make it down. You see on the lid of this sewer grate 3 locks. One of them has an A, one of them has a K, and one of them has an O written on the face of the lock.
AKO.
AKO.
Is the sewer grate locked?
There's 3 locks.
3 locks.
One with an A, one with a K.
So
and
we're
one with an
not in yet. We're on the outside.
O. You're on the outside.
All right, perfect. I'm
Sewer
gonna.
grate's locked.
Yeah.
By the way,
It's locked.
sewer grate,
It's locked.
that shit's locked.
With 3 locks.
3 of them, yeah.
Not just with one.
AK.
AKO. Just want to make sure.
Has anybody got a way to pick these?
Well, Mr. Blackthorn, you're a wizard or a sorcerer or something, right?
Would I
Yeah,
know,
I think that might
since
be-
I'm like close to around here, like close around
You
here,
ever
whatever,
do any riddles as a kid?
would I know any sort of anything about this?
About
what
the
it,
letters.
what it could mean? Yeah.
Not based off of your proximity to living here.
Okay.
But you can feel free to roll me a history check to see if there's anything that you maybe have heard in passing about this new thing.
6.
6. Nothing has passed through your ears that you know of about athletics.
Sweet.
I'll cast detect magic.
Yeah. And as you do, you see 2 of the locks glowing slightly.
Magical. Well, boys, 2 of these locks are magical. Those 2 are
The K and the O.
the K and the O.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know what that means for us, but I'm thinking maybe we avoid the magical ones because there might be a magical trap of some sort. Wonder what kind of magic it is.
More
DM.
illusion.
You find that it is illusory magic.
Well.
Not that they're fake, but the lettering itself on there is an illusion that's permanently etched into the.
But the other
A.
A is not magical. It's just carved.
The lettering on there is carved.
Okay. I'll relay that to the party.
Can I try and break that one? That's not magical.
Yeah, how do you do that?
Great sword, slam it down.
Slam a great sword in there? Sure, could be noisy. Roll me a
Wait. I have a crowbar. Be more
Oh wait.
silent. We pry it open.
Good thinking, Oriel.
The weakest one. Sure, I'll give it a try.
Roll me a strength check.
Ooh, good roll. 19 minus 1, 18.
Yeah, and it pops open.
Beautiful.
Nice.
You got it, boys.
The other two locks still stay.
Magic. Can I wrestle it? See if to see him.
Stick a crowbar into one of the other locks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's physical. It's there.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. I'll try and pop them all.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Roll me another strength check.
And I'm gonna really struggle with this one.
Can I help him with this?
8.
8. Yeah. You pop it open, and as soon as you do, you hear a and you notice at that moment a hole in the stonework that was behind the boxes, and a poison needle comes flying out at you.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
You
Can I dodge? Fuck.
Can I?
18 to hit.
18 hits.
Ew. You take 1 piercing damage and 4 poison damage.
Oh my god.
But the lock is broken, and you're able to. You hear it clanging, ting 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 ting, until the noise vanishes into the well below.
Oh! Please. Somebody else break this other one.
Try and break it. I'll take this crowbar. Just manhandle it.
Well, does anyone have a shield? Maybe they could cover him up first.
I'm gonna rage before I do that.
I'm also
Got a
going
shield?
to cast Shield of Faith as well as Guidance
Okay.
on him. So a cantrip and a spell.
Sure.
Can I have advantage on dex saving throws?
Can I stand guard with my shield or give him my shield? Might not be able to bust it open with
the great sword.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can stand guard
crowbar.
with the shield. You like standing in front of the hole in the wall. That's
Yeah.
Okay.
With my shield.
Good thinking, Gabe.
Guidance, 1d4 on top.
What check do you want?
Strength check to break the lock.
Right.
You get strength checks at advantage as well.
Okay, so it's 16 plus what? What did you say?
Plus a 1d4 guidance.
1d4. Yeah, 1d4 quickly available.
Yes.
That's a 1. 17.
16 would have got it anyways, but you guys were already passing dice over, so you wanted to yeah, same thing. Clink! And the lock goes ting, 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 ting. And you hear a similar zzz.
I'm gonna jump out of the way.
Okay, roll me a dexterity saving throw. As you do so, you hear, instead of a poison dart coming out of the wall where Barsdor is prepared, a burst of flames comes through the sewer grate.
21.
You're able to dodge out of the way in time to miss getting singed by it.
Wow. Nice.
Real quickly, I did say Shield of Faith earlier. Those are 2 concentrations I tried to cast on. Just Guidance,
Okay.
no Shield of Faith. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. He didn't need it anyways.
Yeah,
Didn't
for real.
Yeah.
That was close.
Nice dodge
Jesus.
there, Guts.
Yeah.
You impress me fucking more and more every day.
I didn't think I was gonna get out of there.
I put my shield back on my back.
Yeah.
I had faith in you.
What interesting contraptions these locks. They've rigged this up magnificently. May I take a look at the other magic lock? And you said it's a lucillary.
Both of the magic
Both of them are
locks have
gone.
been
They're
Great. So yeah, the sewer grate now no longer has any locks. The apparent arcane traps that were triggered by this illusory magic, almost like some kind of an illusory tripwire that sent over these traps. You're able to open the sewer grate, and you can peer down inside. The walls are sleek and wet. And it goes further than you can see. Does anybody here have dark vision?
I do.
yes.
I do.
I do 60. I might have 121.
I don't know.
I might. I
Before
have
we
60.
go, boys, If I know anything about traps and spells and such, this isn't going to be the first. Just the start, so we need to all be careful.
How much you have? 60. You peer inside. Your dark vision allows you to see far enough to where you see the actual tube of this entrance sort of curves down at the bottom, and past that you can't see where it goes.
Can I also have dark vision. Do I see anything other than that?
At 60 feet?
Yes, I
Yeah, no worries.
Should we scrap this or just send it?
Well, I could send a little fella down there to take a look. I don't think he can see in the dark. Let me check real quick.
You check with little fella.
How are you talking to little fella?
We communicate in the mind.
It's very cool.
Mind, the body, and the soul.
Is that common in the Shadowfell?
The Shadowfell
Shadowfell
fella is not very common. No, I'm a little different than the rest of my kind.
So is little fella, it seems.
Little fella is my spirit animal. We're connected.
Mine too.
Yeah. He doesn't have any dark vision, I don't think. So maybe I'm not going to send him.
Would you like him to carry Nar?
Well, that's actually not a bad idea.
Yeah, here you are.
You could put it in his beak. Sure, let's try that.
Could carry it at his feet.
He could do that. I forgot he's got little talons. It's probably easier to fly that way for a little fella. We'll ask him and see what he decides to do.
It's all about preference.
Casper's orange eyes are gonna roll into the back of his head, and little fella's gonna pick up the candlestick by his talons and fly down into the hole. Nar.
How far can he fly away from you?
100 feet.
100 feet. He makes his way down, and right about the 40-foot mark, it starts to curve. A gradual curve that leads, still at a downward angle, not quite 90 degrees, that just leads into sort of a drop-off where multiple tunnels of this sewer connect, and the start of this labyrinth. You can see grates of putrid-looking water flowing down into this pool.
So no, doesn't look like any traps or creatures within 100 feet.
You can roll me a perception check using
Little fella's
perception skill.
stats. I can do that. I got them right here. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20?
Yeah.
You don't notice any traps in that.
Alright, little fella's gonna head on back.
And you can hear kind of echoing through this tunnel. It's eerily silent in this area. And you can hear the quietest of his flapping wings as he flies back up towards you guys.
Little fella's gonna drop that candlestick right in Sap's lap.
Oh, thank you so much. Nar.
My ass will come back. Little fella didn't see anything. Seems like it splits off into different directions down there. Nothing safe to head in.
I jump in.
Yeah. And you jump in, and you can feel the slickness of this stonework acting like a gigantic water slide. You feel the lichen brushing it up against your body as you make your way through this, and right off the edge into a gigantic splash into the sewer water, covered in who knows what.
Can I hear that splash?
Yeah, if you haven't jumped in yet.
Yeah. No, I would like to hear that and then consider a easier way into this. Is there a way for me to kind of like climb down the wall without sliding?
Certainly try.
Yeah, I would like to try.
Yeah. Roll me a athletics check.
Oh, stank.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna jump down as well. Follow guts.
Yeah, and same thing. You slide in and splash into the water.
Oh shit!
Dirty 20, dude.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Yeah, you feel really confident. Your hand's still gripping the top where the sewer grate connects, and you go to put your hand down, and you've got just a slight, like maybe half of your first knuckle into a little crack. You put your second hand down, you're feeling pretty good, and your foot slips, sliding down.
Splash.
How deep is it down there?
It's about waist high.
It's about waist high.
I jump in too.
I mean, how far did you fall?
I think it was about 40 feet, but the stones really help you out.
40.
The drop into the water is 40 feet. You slide into this tunnel.
Shoot
It's about 40 feet before
Yeah,
the
yeah.
end. The entire tube itself is probably about 100 feet. From there, it's maybe it's a 10, 15 foot drop into the water. Nothing that's really able to like cause serious damage.
Plus, we're kind of cushioned by water. So.
Right.
I'm starting to think that Hesh has lied to us.
Boys, all of us are unscathed down here. Let's get down
Did the
here and
rest
get
of you
this
jump
done.
in?
Jump in.
Yeah, I'll follow.
Oriole, I understand that you love your fucking clothes, mate.
You look
We'll
great.
get you new ones. We'll get you new ones, mate. I'm sorry, it's a sewer though. You're gonna get dirty.
We won't tell.
And I plug my nose. Slide in.
Yeah.
First.
Yeah, and you all see as you're sort of standing in this waste. You see Oriole just through small bits of light above where the other sewer grates let in some of the daylight. It's very dim light here. Still, those of you that have dark vision are the only ones who can really see.
I take out Nar from my backpack again and just say, Nar, Link, here you go, friends.
And with that, it illuminates the scene of Oriole head first coming down this side, and you can see just this look of anguish on his face as he and plugging his nose does a full belly flop into this waste.
Oh, that looked quite painful, my friend. Are you okay?
Stumbling out. Oh, fuck.
Oh, that's good.
Let's go.
I'll ring out his pair.
Yeah.
Does everyone here have dark vision?
I don't.
I don't.
Dragonborn.
Dragonborn's I do.
Oh shit.
Yeah, isn't it stupid?
That's like so
A dragon doesn't have dark vision. Fuck.
Eyes.
Come on, D&D 5e, bro.
Sorry, we got a candle.
Don't you dare mess with the masterpiece of Gary Gygax.
Come on, dude.
Just one critique.
Yeah, so you guys are sort of in this square room, this square chamber. This obviously looks more like a cave. It was the closest one that we had to that sort of had stonework in it.
That's great.
So this is a sewer. This is not a cave. Everything in here is man-made, pretty symmetrical. The space around you is probably about an 80-foot by 80-foot square. There is the drop-off that you guys came down, and then about 60, 70 feet in front of you, you see stairs that start to climb out of this middle section of the sewer. At the end of that stairway is a hallway that leads down in both directions.
Casper,
Yes.
you seem to be a delve master. You have any idea where we are?
Spent some times in few dungeons before. This is a sewer.
Obviously.
It's used to transport shit. I assume some humanoid made it.
Yeah.
Is that what you're asking?
No, I'm just wondering if you've ever seen anything like it.
I've never been in a sewer before.
This is more
Me
man-made.
either.
This isn't a normal sewer.
Sewers are usually man-made, yeah.
Well, I mean, yes,
I think this
mostly
is just
everything is man-made.
I think this is just
like that.
a normal sewer, yeah. I think it leads somewhere, but I think it serves a
We
purpose.
need to look for more mice.
Why?
That was just for the entrance to this
That's
But could it point to the other?
We can check. Yeah.
Another marker.
Do we see
Yeah,
any
a left
noise?
or a right?
Yeah, I'll see if I can find any sort
I wanna
of
look around.
creature etched in the wall.
Go ahead and make me a group perception check. Three people lost their
Two.
trace on that one.
Oh shit. Okay,
12.
here we go.
12.
18.
Oh, 19?
14.
18 and 19.
Do you guys have dark vision?
Yes.
So as you're working your way, looking along sort of the floors, kind of scouring over different bricks, after about 10-15 minutes, you don't notice any mice entries, but you do notice on the ground small, scratched-in little padded feet. Little padded footsteps leading down to the right.
Boys.
The DC for that was a 7.
Nice. I'm just gonna throw another detect magic out there.
Okay, see if you find any magical traps.
Yeah, just as we keep going.
60 feet?
30 feet. It lasts for 10 minutes. So as we walk,
I'll keep that in mind. Cool. As you guys are walking through this sewer, you can see that these walls and floors are slick with moisture and grime. The path from the entrance seems very untouched, but as you get down 5-10 minutes into this first hallway, you can see wear on the floor, where the slickness has subsided, a testament to the fact that it has been used as a path for many of us.
Can I go up to those tracks and use my divine sense on it to detect good and evil?
On the footsteps?
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is sort of just an alignment sort of check.
So I sense anything affected by hollow spell, know the location of any celestial, fiend, undead within 60 feet that isn't behind total cover.
Yeah. You don't notice anything of that nature.
Okay. I'm just going to keep it to myself, and I'm going to reach in my pack. I'm kind of noticing everybody seems a little comfortable in here. I look over towards Gabriel, kind of in a wince, and I light a torch up, and I look back at him. I think this might be a little benefit out of sight, and he kind of lights the area up for us.
Yeah. Yeah. And the area, you guys, the smell is thick with sewage. It's a putrid place to walk, making it unpleasant, especially for Oriole.
Yeah, you see me making it a point to like walk along the edges, like tiptoe around shit.
For those of you that don't have dark vision, you have to almost keep your hand against the wall to be able to see where you're going, only for speckled portions of this area where light comes in from different sewer grates that run through the city. Kind of like that. And it just trickles in very lightly.
Didn't you just light a torch?
And we have Nar too.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Well, no, I still like that, though.
Yeah, some sunlight shines through them.
Yeah, like you'd still see that.
Yeah.
That's sick. Imagery.
Well, quick, are we just gonna knock on the thieves? We're just gonna knock on their door and say we're here to help. What's the plan once we find them?
What other option do we have?
Don't have another.
You think they're just gonna welcome us in?
Oh, I'm sure they're gonna have us do some fucking task of some sort to prove ourselves or pay money. We're dealing with thieves.
I have a problem with these places. I'm not the type to succumb to that sort of evil.
Thievery.
Dishonesty, disloyalty.
You killed a man who was trying to surrender.
Blood is blood.
All right.
And that man lied. He's probably lied to countless others. He deserved to die.
Just don't talk.
Got an interesting compass.
Yeah, I think it'd be best if I just stayed quiet
Just
in here.
relax.
I don't mind talking to them.
I would say take some deep breaths, but not a good idea.
We'll be okay. I'll just stay quiet.
We'll send Sap in or something.
Into where?
Sap's a good talker.
He's a good talker.
I just wanted to let you guys
I don't want
know.
to go into anything much further into here.
He's got a soothing voice.
I want to get out of here.
Sap, I think you should lead the way.
I'll take the front. Let's get out of here as quickly as possible.
Yeah. As you guys are making your way through this tunnel, you see it begins to split off in 3 different directions. One kind of curving to the left, one kind of curving upwards, and one kind of curving to the right. Now knowing what to look for with the signs, tracking down the little padded footsteps, it leads again to the right. And you make your way down that tunnel. Anybody have a higher passive perception?
No. I already know that for a fact. I'm a dummy.
No,
It's about 13.
13.
Okay. As you continue to walk, you find yourself in an area of this sewer that looks more like utility space, with large galvanized metal pipes that seem to bend, with wheels that turn, levers, and a couple of doors that sort of creak eerily in this drafty sort of sewer environment, just with this dull and the time you get past the first set of doors and into the second set of doors, a shadowy hooded figure steps out and puts a dagger to the throat of Sap.
Oh, hello
Did we
there.
all see
Nice
that?
to meet you as well.
Let's just calm down, sir. We're here to help.
This is how I greet all of my friends, actually.
How did you get down here?
Well, we broke the law.
You broke the law.
Yes.
We're actually looking for you.
How did you know how to find me? And he presses the blade slightly upward.
Cave dwellers. Cave dwellers. Please.
It was Hesh and her friend. They have sent us. We are looking for Willis.
I know not to fetch. We know Willis. I'll make sure to scold it later. Tell me what you're doing here.
We've come to help.
That's what everyone says.
Is everybody breaking your laws and coming here to help?
Not everybody takes such a bold approach.
Well, then you know we're very serious. We
You're very
really,
stupid.
well, some of us perhaps, but not all.
Hey!
What kind of problem do you think we have that needs helping?
Well, as you know, the entire city is in dire need.
City's a shithole, mate.
As I said, we're not all idiots. Him perhaps. Please.
You're literally standing there, Joel.
Anyhow, we mean no harm. As you can see, my hands are raised. You've got the dagger to my neck, and yet no one has attacked you.
Yeah, we don't care much about that fella, so if we really wanted to kill you, we'd just kill you both.
Only persuasion.
Fuck.
Guidance.
Guidance, nice.
I fucking love guidance.
I want to die.
As long as you're quick with it, dude.
I do it before.
6. Don't think the 6 of you would be willing to take the plunge if you weren't close in some way. There's nothing left of the city to be saved.
We think there might be.
A bard. This is great. I love jokes.
It's not a bad thing. We're here to rid it of the evil that's overcome the city.
This is true.
He just shoots very suspecting, suspicious glances back and forth at all of you. The only living folks here left stay up in the castle. The Sovereign Lord is taken, and he's not the same. He's stolen all of the rations and all of the supplies in this city for himself, leaving the lower class to starve and suffer. I'm not sure if it's magic or a plague of some sort.
Overcome with greed.
The people in the city, they're not people anymore.
What does that mean?
They've those that died have risen, and those that were alive became undead.
How many are left in your group?
And as you say that, you see probably about 20 more figures at the end of the hallway. And more than that,
Women, children?
we've taken in a few. We seem safe down here, unaffected by the magic's touch.
Sure. Or make you a deal. We'll find rations or exchange for your trust. Maybe a place of your group.
I'll gesture over to Aaron to give me a ration.
I got one too. I'll just
Sure.
hand it over.
I'll hand it out.
We really are
walk
here to
insanely
help.
slowly.
He drags the blade. No, I'm just kidding.
I was just gonna give you my ration too.
He pulls the knife away reluctantly from your neck and begins kicking the rations backwards behind him.
May I also reach for my ration in my bag? Thanks.
A couple of the members standing further in the hallway, you get the sense that they seem to be maybe a couple of the faster of the people there. Within a blink of an eye, they come back sprinting and grab those rations off the floor and back down the hallway. I'll take that into consideration.
See that you guys might not be doing as good as you could be. And there could potentially be some friendship on this. We could get you more food and supplies. But we need your help as well.
Forgive my reluctance. We've had a few bad souls come in here promising tit for tat. And we give tit, but tat is never really delivered. So
We just asked for a chance.
We are actually not really in need of much. In fact, we are all here just under the simply goodwill that we have.
this is what's fair. Well, I'm willing to take you in for just a minute. We'll have to discuss. I've got a few ways of getting towards the city without being seen. Well, hopefully. You guys, well, I guess if you don't deliver any food, we're not off any worse than we are now. So. And he turns around, a sign of trust, putting his back to a group of 6 people who are armed, and begins pacing quickly down this hallway. And you notice that even as he steps through this sort of puddle-littered floor, he'll step straight into a puddle and you don't hear a sound. His footsteps are quiet and depth. That perception check I'd asked you to roll earlier in the game was to see if you notice it. None of it. He is very safe.
Nice.
To describe him a little bit, because of this interaction that you guys have had, he's actually a mouse.
Oh, that's sick.
He's a little bit shorter than Guts, maybe 3 foot high. He wears sort of these
very unintimidating.
Yeah, There's very sort of gentle appearance, and you get that he has a charisma that causes people to respect him in what he says. He has this pale gray fur, and the edges of his ears, big round ears, are sort of lined in this darker gray, almost like brown auburn speckles. He wears a black cloak that just barely reaches past his ankles, not quite covering his feet. He's wearing sort of like dark leather boots, dark brown.
Do we get the impression that he was the leader?
Roll me to touch it.
15.
Yeah. You get the sense that he's, if not the sole leader, one of the more respected in the Thieves Guild, maybe one of the longer standing members that have survived this thing.
Can he still hear me as he's walking away?
You don't know that.
Excuse me, sir, we didn't get your name.
And he looks at the rest of you and says, "You'll need to keep a leash around him. We can't be having this much noise down here, drawing attention."
Should I nudge him?
Just trying to be friendly.
So don't take offense. We don't operate within the shadows. Unseen, we'll be wiped out the rest of it. This is purely for my and your sake. He leads you down a hallway that quickly, sort of different to what you had witnessed already in the sewer, begins to swerve back and forth through these snake-like tunnels, taking a left, taking a right, going straight past a couple of corners. And you immediately realize that this is a lot trickier to navigate than one would think. I'll have you guys all roll me an intelligence check.
I'm stupid. 30-20.
Nice, dude.
Thank you.
So
14.
12.
18 plus 1. 18.
Oh, that's my saving throw. Sorry, 18.
Here, please, Tony.
It was just a check.
Yeah, 18.
Oriel and Sap, you are doing your best to quickly memorize these turns as you're going through it.
I want to be kind of like low-key sketching, like with little marks on my pad. Like making a tick as we go.
Roll me
Tick.
slide of hand check. I love this. It's a dice roll heavy session. So
Dude,
16 plus 2,
So
18.
good so far.
Nice.
He doesn't take notice. At least that you
Marks
can
maybe
tell.
even on the side of like the notepad as it's closed on my hip,
Right.
just with my pen every time we take like a right.
Okay.
I'm gonna-
Like a horizontal or vertical line for a right or a straight.
Sure.
I'll send a message to Sap. Are you holding up? You alright?
I'm doing all right. That dagger at my throat, I'm quite used to when making new friends.
Oh, alright. Well, just checking on you.
Thank you.
He's hard as a rock. Oh, no, I didn't hear that. Never mind.
Still thinking it.
You just hear Guts walking through. He's kind of quietly says to himself, "He's hard as a rock."
That's talking about.
Just fucking space cadet.
Everybody kind of turns their head like, "What the fuck?" After winding through this maze of tunnels, you guys are taken to another sort of opening area that looks similar to the one that you entered in, but without a big pool of the sewage. There's this sort of what looks like it used to be a small canal for it that runs past with a bridge over the top and scattered entities around. As soon as you enter, everyone shoots daggers at you. The eyes are untrusting, and the Mousefolk character right here.
Are they all mouse folk, or is it just him?
There's a couple other Mousefolk, but it's a variety of races. There's some Mousefolk, some humans, a couple elves, half elves. In this room, there's about 30 to 35 members.
I'm just gonna be like looking around, smiling, and kind of like giving head nods.
No way.
Oh,
yeah, I
Mousefolk.
saw that earlier.
Yep.
It's amazing.
Yep.
That's so cool.
It's a mouthful.
Bro, you're gonna have to paint this and look like this.
Absolutely. Yeah, send me the.
You guys see that?
Send me it. Or you can take it. Why don't you just take it? It's your campaign.
Sweet. All right.
Yeah.
Thank
Keep
you.
it. Keep it.
That's so cool.
And thanks to my girl. She ran for me.
Oh yeah. If you're watching this, thank you so much. I'm gonna take that.
She probably is.
It's mine now.
I love you, baby.
One of the other Mousefolk comes up and says, "Who is?" Oh, that's fucking Blackstrand for us. Hold on. Blackstrand, what are you doing with these people? Who are they? Why are they here? And not knowing his name is Blackstrand.
Strand?
Blackstrand. He immediately just holds his hand up, and the other Mousefolk hushes. And he says, "Fenrir, they're okay. They've promised help." And immediately, and that's Fenry for those who are taking this. A smaller looking Mousefolk with more auburn reddish colored hair with patches of white that spread across the fur. Wearing less armament, only a tunic and more simple clothes. Still sort of dark in regalia. Wearing a pendant that bears the symbol of the mountain side. Immediately, Fenrir picks back up again. Other people have offered to help. What are you? There's no. And again, Blackstrand raises his hand. Enough. We need to take all of the help that we can get. They're looking to rid Crag Willow of its oppressor. And at the very least, they'll bring us back rations. They don't bring us anything, we're no worse off than them. And he stands down and he looks pissed off and shakes his head and kind of kicks a little bit of the dust on the floor. And goes and sits down at a table, occupying himself, sharpening the blade on a whetstone. Blackstrand leads you guys back to the other side of the bridge where there's an empty table. Littered around this room, I'll go ahead and just draw a few circles for you guys, just so you can have an idea.
Can I speak up?
No. I'm just kidding. Of course you can.
Not too loud.
You still see that? All right. So there's sort of a bridge that leads across here.
Maybe not.
The room kind of comes like that. This up here, I'm going to do arrows because there are drop-offs that way. He leads you to an unoccupied table and sits you all down and looks at the lot of you. The magic wielders, couple tanky looking fellas, the Barkman. I think you guys could. I think you could do this. You're gonna have to fight with every ounce of grit you have. Getting to that castle is going to take swift feet. Quiet ones, in fact. I can't teach you that today. You're only going to stay here overnight. And you'll have to find another place. We've got enough mouths.
Blackstrand.
Yes.
What is the name of this oppressor?
And he takes a deep breath in a reluctant sigh. He says, well, his name was King Marcus.
What happened?
He's no king anymore. He was once a very enigmatic, powerful leader that everyone revered and respected. So he's had his issues before. He dealt with them with stride. Something took a hold of him. Once a strong, fit man, now engorged. Absolutely overeaten, underworked, bellowing, size part. I don't know how skin contains it.
It makes him an easy target.
If you could pass his lackeys.
How many lackeys are there?
Well, thousands of the townfolk fled. Many of them made it out. Many of them died in plateaus. Those that stayed in the hundreds, maybe thousands. I'd say 75% of them returned. Numbers are immense.
And these things are dead?
They were. Well, they became, I don't know how to explain it. I'm not versed in necromancy or arcane arts. I gathered a skill set when I was young that has helped me survive this far. And as soon as this trouble came, I worked my way right back into the shadows where I'm most comfortable.
Have you had to kill any?
We've killed our fair share.
So they stay dead?
Yes, they're not easy to kill.
Are they fast?
Some of them. Some of them are engorged, just like the Marcus. Be careful with those ones. When you strike the final blow, they tend to, I don't like speaking in harsh terms, detonate. So keep that in mind. And he looks across at the rest of the people that are here. These are my family. I'm not just talking to folk, actually. Never related. We become family through this. And if you can help get us food and help get us sustenance, we would be forever grateful. Now, if you were able to usurp Marcus, I'll be willing to make you a promise. I'll do my best to restore this city to its former glory. Now, I'm no king, no duke, for that matter. I'll do my best to bring back the trade that comes in and out of here. You would know that the area around Fragolo is well known for mining trade. Limestones, precious minerals, and gems. That's sort of their main economy. The trade for that is typically like crops and things that come from. Make sure I'm not going to mess this up because this is such a long campaign. Someone will eventually call me out for it.
Did great talking to him.
The city of Silverwick.
Silverwick?
Yeah. Which is to the west, northwest. They bring in trade materials such as grains, other less perishable crops, as well as like dried meats and things like that. It's rare to get like freshly cooked food here. There is some fish vendors that used to be here that you remember,
Basically, mining and farming.
It's really a trade of mining resources for Silverwick, and that gets spread out amongst the rest of the realm. But they deal mostly with Silverwick to the northwest.
Cool.
The way that he talks about King Marcus, do we get the impression that he's one of the Sins or just a lower rank?
You would gather that he's probably the one who's being either affected by someone that is a malevolent sin, or has become possessed by a malevolent sin, or has just fallen victim to his own gluttony and became that himself.
Okay.
So you'd be hard pressed to really work out which of those it is until you get a little bit deeper into this. He mentions a path through the town that sort of is able to hug corners. You'll see different of these undead, and he says that they're not the smartest. They don't have their wits about. You can slide alongside them. There are, however, those that work for the king. They're still alive, and they very much have their senses. And they patrol now as well.
They guide the undead.
I don't know if they guide them, shepherd them, or feed them what they can to keep them from consuming themselves.
Blackstrand, I'm just going to be honest with you. I don't think we're capable of taking down King Marcus just yet. But if we maybe tackle it bit by bit, we might have a better chance. Is there maybe a smaller faction that we could go for?
An hierarchy.
Figure out what we're dealing with first, before we go head first into that castle. Maybe an outpost or a place where rations are being held and bring it back to you, people of this town. Maybe start taking things back piece by piece.
Work through his cabinet one by one.
Previously, the rations have been being kept outside of the castle walls in a small storage facility, a smaller building. We made enough trips there for us to be aware of it.
What about
within the castle?
Like a barracks or an outpost as well? Be another target we could hit.
Well, unfortunately, I tell you, there's guards barracks. So they have food. We'd be going up against trained fighters. You might be able to catch a movement, delivery of rations from the castle to the barracks. That would take some reconnaissance for us to figure out what kind of timing that would be.
And what about any other resistance in town? Is it just you?
Aye.
Are you willing to lend any swords?
And he goes and whistles. And as soon as he does, within a blink of an eye, in a veil of mist, two people, a human and a half-elf, appear at your side. One of them's got their hand on their shoulder. Hey, name's Carter. I'd be happy to lend you my sword. I've been itching to wet it.
Well met, Carter. You familiar with the town?
I know my ins and outs.
Which one's Carter? You?
He's a human.
Well, looks like you're going to be our guide, Carter.
The half-elf. Female. They call me Lynchstone. I'd say it's a pleasure to meet you, but it's not.
Say again?
Lynchstone.
Lynchstone.
Can you send her a wink?
And she doesn't communicate about it.
Doesn't affect me at all.
I'd say it's a pleasure to meet you, but it's not. I hope you're not bringing more trouble than you're worth. If we're gonna try to track down the movement of their rations, I'm gonna need you to be fucking quiet. And she looks at the two heavily armored dragonborns. All that clinging around, I can hear you guys from the entrance. I was born in the shadows. I know how to stay quiet. Were you molded by it? You merely adopted. She picks you up and slams you over.
Oh god.
Strong half.
And she looks at you and says, "Oh, I believe it when I see it. I'm the type of person that will gain trust. I'll have to work for it. I'm sorry for my brashness. It's just how it is." And Carter's like, don't mind her. She's a bad egg. She's just a fucking bad attitude. Anyways, you guys are gonna come with us. We're gonna have to work together here. This city has got numbers. Enemies are outweighing us by a ton. So if we do get into any squabbles, in and out quick. And if one of us falls, we found it best to leave them behind. We don't leave them behind. Well, if you're sticking around when it's trouble, I'm getting the fuck out of there.
Taking a quick glance at Carter and Lynch Storm.
What you can call me Lynch.
Lynch. What kind of weapons does Carter and Lynch Storm have? Can I gain what their specialty is? Like one of them have a crossbow and a sword, or is one of them a magic caster? What are we looking at here?
Lynch Storm looks like a magic caster. Okay. She's wearing the attire that we did with that. You get the impression it's probably nothing religious based.
Okay.
But you don't know without delving into further conversation. Just an assumption you make. And Carter has a long sword sheathed across his waist, or at his waist, I guess I should say, and a long bow on his back.
Seems like a fighter, maybe. Just
give me a perception check.
Uh, 15.
Looking him over, and especially since he's kind of got you on the shoulder, you're close enough to take a look at him. From your time seeing battle and witnessing all kinds of different folks come through the area, whether they're relatively not from the Shadowfell, you don't see a lot of outsiders there. But from what you have seen, his bowstring looks a lot more formal and handled. You get the impression that that's probably a backup weapon, or just in case things get too close to what this thing's like.
Okay. Maybe a ranger or something.
Yeah, that's what you get the impression of.
Beautiful.
I think in about 30 minutes, quick little break, just so you guys are prepared for that when it comes.
Before we leave here, I want to address Blackstream, just so you know that.
Yeah, what would you like to say?
Yeah, personally. So, I want to walk up to Blackstream, kind of usher him to the side real quick, kind of away from everybody.
Okay.
And I'm gonna grab him by his shoulder, kind of towering over him, this little mouse man. And as I'm kind of looking into his eyes, I say, I don't usually trust folk like you. One's in the shadows. There's one thing that I can absolutely get behind when it comes to you. And that's family. Unfortunately, in your case, resources dwindling. I think you, Black's friend, need to start looking after yourself as well.
I appreciate that. I'll do my best.
I'm going to also say to him, I didn't see you take a single bite, and I'm going to hand him a ration. Personally, right to him.
Yeah, and he takes it, and he nods, and he stows it away. Well, I'll save it for later.
I hope that we can make a difference.
It will. Thank you. Still on the edge about you guys. I tell you.
And you.
Well, not everyone thought so when the city was still running. Hoping that we can be the structure that sets everything up for success in the future. You see, factions like us are necessary in society, especially in a town like Cragwillow, where classes stand so prevalent, and the little man tends to get left out. Thank you.
I have one more question for you.
Yeah.
This King Marcus. Do you ever know him personally?
Never talked to him. Seen him a few times parading through town. People seem to like him.
Did he seem to have any sort of weakness?
No, he's heavily guarded most of the time. And like I said, I didn't know him personally.
I appreciate your time today. Thank you for not killing my friend Snap in the beginning.
Yeah. To be fair, even if I had known him, he's not who he was. You guys are shown to quarters where you are left to your own devices for a while. And Carter looks at a lot of you guys as he's standing in the doorway with his hand reached up, kind of holding onto one of the bars that frame the doorway. He says, all right, guys, we're going to need to get at this tomorrow. We all need rest. Lynch and I have got a couple of things to take care of here. Gonna be a fun day tomorrow. We rise and shine early. We move in the dust. And he vanishes from the door.
He's a quick
After
fucker,
he's already
isn't he?
gone.
Yeah.
Good night.
Related.
This fucker's a quick.
Hey, you're gonna.
My magic building, before you get started, roll me a Arcana check.
I'm technically a magic reader now. I don't know much. That's
Not
new
really.
class.
Do you have spells?
I mean, yeah, artificer spells.
Yeah, you have magic. You have spells.
Well, wizard, but I do magical stuff now. Spells. I'm fireball.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Oil and
Firebolt.
Fireball. No, you don't this one.
Which one?
Sorry,
Arcana?
I could be soon. I know you want to throw the class. Whatever it is.
11.
11. What'd you get?
I don't know how to find
13. You notice when Carter vanishes, he's got this belt buckle that just, for a split second, turns blue before his form vanishes.
Wow.
You get the sense that it's sort of a magic item that allows you to cast it for this step.
Okay.
So like he still might be there, but he's
No, Misty Step is a spell that just teleports you away. So.
oh shit! Damn. Okay.
Typically, a ranger wouldn't have the ability.
Okay.
Hey, Phyllis. Looks like we're gonna spend a little bit of time here in Crag Willow. Probably more than a few days. Have any of you guys been here before?
Yeah.
When can I get a shower?
I don't know.
Excellent, not the time.
This is the first time we're getting about this good.
I don't know.
Because you're familiar.
Yeah.
Did you grow up here?
Outside of here?
Like where we passed through?
No. Somewhere off in the distance. Yeah. I'm from here. Around here. I know this place.
Interesting.
Interesting timing, man. Why didn't you say anything earlier?
I don't know. We're just doing this thing, dude.
You heard of these thieves before? You knew of a guild?
Yeah. Yeah.
You knew there was an operating guild in the area. You never met any of these people personally. But...
Yeah.
I noticed when we
All these short answers and giving no information. It's so great.
when we were in the canyons, mate, you were running around like a fucking crazy person.
Yeah, it's fun. I was excited.
Is it kind of like know anybody else around here?
Not really.
Where's your family?
They're dead.
For how long?
6 years.
Already,
All right.
What were you up to before you died?
I was like a slave.
You were a what?
A slave.
You?
Yeah.
Here in the city?
No.
What did they make you do?
Like a bodyguard.
You're a fighting slave.
More like a meat shield. Protector.
Okay.
Yeah.
For who?
He did a lot of caravanning stuff. Trading.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's he, Guts?
My master.
Do you have a name?
Yeah, it was Clyde.
Clyde.
It's a mess.
Clyde's my
Was.
master.
Was
my
his
master.
master.
Wait,
Guts is a free dog.
did you say Clyde?
Yeah.
I thought you looked familiar.
Come on, man. Drop the act.
I knew you were avoiding me this entire time.
Yeah, you being a dick.
What is that about? I thought when I first saw you, you would recognize me
No, you
immediately.
didn't say hi or nothing, dude.
Oh my goodness. I really thought that you were just messing around.
But you know each other.
What
Yes,
is
this-
going on here?
Well,
Pretty crazy, huh?
there must be many Guts.
Pretty crazy,
Yeah, Guts, it's good to see you, lad.
yeah, dude. Crazy.
Amazing.
I know.
And so you are familiar with this town. I know you grew up near here, but I didn't know you've been here.
Yeah. Just come in here a little
That's
bit.
fantastic.
Here and there.
I was so close to put a knife to your throat, just to remind you who I am.
You probably lose.
Ah, I'm well aware.
Sap, you're a slave, former slave yourself.
I am not at all. I used to travel with his master.
Yeah, they're pretty good friends.
So you all
Slave owner.
He actually helped many people. It was a different time.
It wasn't a bad.
Wasn't that long ago.
bad. It wasn't bad, okay?
Oh,
He wasn't mean. He
You love-
trained me
somebody's pet.
pretty much.
Well,
But he was older and he
He will not be
was
our
messed
pet.
up.
did he treat you well?
He beat the shit out of me.
Boy. What the fuck, Zach?
He taught me how to fight.
Sap, I look at you differently.
There was a way you were looking at him earlier.
They're good friends.
I hate you guys. We did not discuss. Sap is just bewildered, like.
This is all wrong. It's just coming off so bad.
He says it's a different time. It's like 3 days ago.
No, I haven't traveled with him for God, maybe
I
20
got thrown
years
into
when I was much
slavery.
younger.
And this merchant trader guy needed a bodyguard, so he bought me from the slaver. And
How'd you end up there?
well, there was these people
Kill your family.
that killed my family. Yeah.
I'm strapping that dog you.
Guts, this
Your
is
dog as well.
heavy stuff. I want you to know that if he was nice to you, that's not right.
Why did he beat you, Guts?
No one should own anyone else.
To make me tough.
Absolutely agree.
You are
Train.
tough.
Yeah.
You're very tough.
They whooped my ass. But it was all in like the sport of combat.
Totally consensual.
Yeah.
Should we kill him?
He's dead.
When we
That's
traveled,
convenient.
Yeah.
when we
Sab know that?
What's your reaction to him asking, or him saying he's dead?
Guess you wouldn't know.
You know, when we traveled together, he had certain things that would assist me to help other towns, especially the affluent and those that could provide him with a fair trade. But he was rather a dick. I took quite a liking to Guts.
He's backtracking now.
He was a fucking slave owner.
Well, as I said, Guts and I got along there. We've been in quite a number of bar tavern brawls.
Yeah.
Battles. Bar tavern.
That still sounds bad.
Doesn't sound good.
He's so nervous.
I just wanted to help people, and this was a means. But at least I made a friend.
Yeah, you did good. He wasn't that bad. He just needed to toughen me up. And I'm pretty small, so it's just all part of the cause, baby.
Tough he is, he saved my life a number of times.
Don't defend him, Sam.
No, I'm defending Guts. He's
Okay.
very tough now.
We like Guts, not his master.
Oh, good riddance, he's dead.
That's a good answer. Can I tell if he's lying?
By this group.
Roll me
I'm
insight
concerned
check,
you
roll me
people.
persuasion, depending on how you feel.
Nat 20.
Oh,
Tell us the truth.
I'm not lying at all.
Okay.
This was some dude that I was like traveling with in order to help other people, but I didn't really get along with him. We were friends as business partners.
You were a worker as well.
But you guys were very well, like, fucking involved.
Yeah.
Together. That's cool as
For the most
fuck.
part, I mean, yeah, we did runs and shit, caravanning, so we traveled.
Interesting.
My talents are useful in many ways, and traveling along, I've been able to help many people in need.
Hey, Guts, did you have anyone you cared about before the big event?
Just my family.
Nobody's still alive, though. Just alone. Kobold.
Yep.
All right.
Just me.
Guess that makes things easy, doesn't it?
You green hand a little bit more.
Casper.
What's that?
I've asked you a couple times about you. You seem to be more curious about everybody else in the group.
Yeah, we're having a moment here with Guts. You don't need to read this about me.
I think we should, but rather mysterious.
What do you want to know?
Not with everything.
No, I can't do that.
We just have like a little pillow talk in this room where we just all like
Yeah. We're all in.
You're like laying on your
We
stomach.
set our mental slumber party.
This whole time I've been like this.
It's a fucking 7th grade slumber party, bro.
Like,
I'm not,
before we go to bed, we're telling our life stories.
I'm not comfortable talking about my past.
I can understand that.
Enough.
But you have to understand as well, you're starting to dig into people's past.
All right, I get it.
Give us a little.
True, you are
little
rather.
snippet.
Ask me a question, I'll answer it, and let's move on.
You have a family?
I do.
Nice.
You ask
All
a
right, let's
question,
move on.
About
I
a
like this
significant
guy.
other. Relationship.
Nope.
Wife?
Never.
Sister?
Nope.
Other?
Both of those. I do have a sister and a mother.
Brother.
No brother. A little sister. She's beautiful. Don't look at it. I'll kill you. Again.
I'm gonna leave him alone and go silent.
Well, how about you, Gabe? You got a brother? You looking for him? Was he in a circus or something?
Campaign, it's not the same one. You guys suddenly find yourself in the midst of woods.
No.
You wake up from this whole dream. No.
I never had much of a family. I had a mother, but she gave me up when I was around 7 years old. I don't know anything about my father, really, besides the fact that I know at one point he served the town that he lived in, neighboring town. That's all I really know.
As a soldier?
I don't know if he was a soldier.
Was this Bloodstone?
I believe he worked in Bloodstone. But like I said, I don't know much. My mother hated him for leaving us.
Where'd you learn to fight?
When I was abandoned by my mother, I stuck to the alleys. I had nowhere to go. I was taken in by...
Mother left you too?
Yes, she did. Oh,
wow.
Yes, she was... when she looked at me, all she could see was my father, and she hated me for it. But she abandoned me, and I never saw her again.
I'm sorry, man. Where did you go?
We really are a bunch of sad boys, aren't we?
I grew up in not much of a name, just a small little village neighboring a big city. Very tiny. Less than 50 people.
Where's the stuff?
Well, like I said, when I was abandoned, I stuck to the alleys for a month or two. I was basically just skin and bone at that point, and also, as you can see, I'm pretty fucking ugly and weird looking. I'm a dragon, not many.
Hey, man, we're beautiful.
Dragon bones. Well, I agree, but to normal folk, we stand out.
Your scales are shiny and radiant. Man.
They weren't back then. I was very tiny, dirty, smelly. No one looked my way. I had to get scraps to live on.
No life for a child.
But one day, a leader of a shadow clan found me, took me in, trained me, and I became one of them, learned the way of the shadows, and they foretold of a prophecy, and they trained me to face it head on. That ended up being the Battle of Bloodstone.
That's where you died?
Where I died.
This group, they good folks or?
Good folks, but sometimes they had to do necessary wrongdoings. So some people may look at it as bad, but it was for the betterment of everyone.
Criminal faction.
They still
I wouldn't
around?
say criminal faction. As far as I'm concerned, our numbers dwindled a lot in the Battle of Bloodstone. We trained our whole lives for that battle. I'm not exactly sure how many are left, if any at all.
As a soldier, we have an old saying: "War is war."
Yes.
Beautiful thing.
Fuck you, mate.
But yeah, like I said, I don't know much about other family. I didn't have anyone close to me besides the members of my clan.
Care to find them?
I'm not sure if they're related to my father in any way. I don't know how kind of people they would be.
You know your father's name?
I don't.
I know my father quite well, unfortunately.
Yeah, well.
You say that, Casper?
Oh, it's nothing.
Is he mean? Did he mean you?
No.
I feel like you want to tell us.
I don't want to.
Oh, come on. You're talking about yourself now, mate.
What was that? Michael? I wouldn't say he's been good.
Your father beat you too.
Done some bad things.
All of expectations beat.
You could say that. Maybe just hopes I would fall in line and be like the rest of them. I'm quite different.
I like that about you guys.
Thank you. I don't recommend encountering any of the other Shatterkai. They might not treat you so well as I did.
The elves.
They don't like anybody.
Casper,
What's that?
how the fuck did you even get here?
Oh, I died just like you.
No, I'm talking, why would he send you to the regular world? Why not back to the Shadowfell?
I haven't figured that out yet, actually. When my kind does die, they typically go back to the Shadowfell, reincarnate, and do it all over again. It's really not much of a problem, death. I think
This
this
one's
time
different.
It's different. As much as a mystery to you as it is to me.
Is there someone there that you loved?
Well, I guess I love my family, my friend.
No significant other?
No. Bit of a lone wolf. Spent a lot of time running in the caves and looking for artifacts. More of an object man than a people man. It's crazy the stories that an object can tell.
Get behind that.
It's like they live their lone lives.
Like you.
None of them could be evil, you know?
Right.
Yes. All right, well, let's go to bed, huh?
Casper, let's go to bed. Mate, you're dark. I sense something about you. We're gonna tap into you, mate.
Maybe one day.
We're here as a crew.
I have to get to know you.
We need to work together.
I think we all got secrets, though, right?
And that's fine. Keep your secrets, Casper, but I want to know at least a little about you if I'm sleeping next to you at night.
I told you a little bit.
Yeah, but I appreciate that. Seems like it's been hard for you to open up in the past.
Not much to talk about.
Like he said, we all have secrets. Let's leave it at that.
Thanks, Gary.
All right. With that, I figure we'll run into a break. We'll pick up after a long rest. I don't know if it's needed for any of you guys, but
Definitely needed.
I need one.
yeah, we'll be back here in say 15 minutes. We'll try not to make it 25 this time. I'm actually gonna set a timer on my phone.
Yeah.
Sweet. 15 minutes. We'll be back, guys.
Thank
Thanks.
you guys for watching. We'll see you soon.
All right, thank you for bearing with us for a little bathroom break there. We are back in action. So, you guys had your long rest. Everybody make sure to mark that off on your character sheets. You are all sleeping. After a pretty restful sleep, the beds aren't comfortable per se, but after camping out in front of some bushes, just on bedrolls, having any kind of padding was pretty nice. You are woken up by a clinging of a sword against the grate of this sort of metal barred door that is what confines you into this small room that you're in. Clinking, clinking, clink, clinking, clinking, clink. Hey there, sleepyheads, rise and shine. We've got business to take care of today.
Yeah, I will. Get my boots going.
I'll wake up. Great. And start waking these guys up if they're not up.
Is this Carter? Pop up quick. Is it Carter?
Yeah, it's Carter.
Beautiful. What do you have planned, Carter?
We're going to take a route through the sewers. Going to go ahead and try to see if we can do some scouting today. Try not to get caught. Make sure you prepare yourselves for battle today in case we do. I'm going to try to see if we can find any kind of documents, any kind of movement between the castle and the barracks. Try to figure out when this food's being shipped. If we can even get just one load of that food, it'll feed this entire coven for a short period of time. So we're going to make our way through the sewers, pop up short ways away from the actual barracks, and move in from there.
Sweet.
Come on. And he just immediately starts walking.
As I'm getting my boot on, I'll kind of hop out there, get my boot on, and continue.
Okay. Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, following his footsteps, he walks with purpose. He doesn't really say much. And just like bars over, real close to home with, he does his best to stick to the shadows and make his way through this tunnel without much. You guys walk past a series of traps. He sort of says, "Yeah, watch your step here," in a more hushed tone, as you see a small silvery thread across the floor, tripwire, winding back and forth. I'll go ahead and maintain Sap's and Oriel's intelligence checks from earlier. You're still kind of just scribbling and trying to memorize the path throughout this Thieves Guild sort of tunnel system that they've got.
Heard that.
You make your way to a small ladder that leads up through into a small building that seems like it maybe once was a well-built structure. Now beginning to, after time of neglect, gather dust and cracks in the windshield or cracks in the windows due to the chaos that has ensued here. Carter looks at all of you and silently just puts his finger up to his mouth and gives you a quick shh. Go ahead and all roll me stealth checks.
Fuck. Okay.
I'm at disadvantage.
You and him will do disadvantage. Same with Sam.
Okay. I'm also going to.
Tough rolls.
Dude, Jesus.
Tough rolls, man.
Woo. Yeah, I got a 7.
8.
9.
I got a 4.
6. Oh, we all fucked.
7, 8.
So
4.
as he does that, I want to kind of grab the wall, and I'm going to use Divine Sense.
Divine Sense.
Yes. So that should detect any undead.
Yeah. You sense all around you in certain patches groups of undead that just are slowly kind of meandering through these city streets. You don't notice any fiend fae, but the undead presence is strong around here.
And there's no one like directly in front of us or anything.
Nobody just directly outside the building. I believe this is a one-time use or is it concentration?
It's not concentration. It's
okay.
Also, I can use it a few times. So.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. You do glean that there's a good amount of undead nearby. Luckily, Carter, having the expertise he does, knows ways around this city to move as best he can without getting tracked by them. With those stealth rolls, you guys are walking with heavy footsteps, heavy breathing. Your armor is clanging together, and Carter just looks back at you all and just kind of rolls his eyes and says, "Today's going to be a long, long day. Let's get it started." And he opens the door swiftly and quietly. And he says, "Leave it open. We need to mind you a fast escape." He leads you out into the city streets. These buildings made from what seems to be sort of a concrete mixture. The walls of the buildings are smooth and sort of a pale gray, just slightly different in color than the limestone that surrounds the valley. The rooftops are sort of a brick shingle that layers down from the points of the buildings, and these rooftops are steep. This city does experience a lot of rain, so you imagine that this is to prevent them from decaying too quickly. You make your way for a small distance before, as you're walking, what was the lowest roll that we had on stealth?
Maybe
4. Natural 1.
Oh. As you guys are walking along,
None of us rolled above.
you're doing your best to be silent. You're doing your best to be silent. Guts, as you're moving, you're so focused on following Carter because he moves with a gait that you're having a hard time keeping up with. Not paying attention to where you're stepping, you're staying close to the walls of the building, and there is a rake. One of those stiff metal rakes that bends at a 90-degree angle, leaned up against the wall. And as soon as you walk past it, you step on it. It goes bang, straight to the side of your head. And with that, Carter immediately says, "Run!" And you guys all follow him, taking off through these city streets. He takes a quick corner. And another before you guys run into a group of undead. Even Carter looks startled, and he shoots a glance at you, Guts. And as you guys run into this group, you see 4 of the regular, like, townsfolk-looking undead, and then one that just looks engorged. Its body just with rolls, and its skin turned almost like a jaundice yellow. It's got this big gaping mouth that has drool coming out of it, and its hair greasy and whisked back past its face.
Could I do like a non-combat action before shit pops off?
I'll give you one.
Can I cast Mage Armor on myself?
Yeah.
Cool.
I see my elf friend do that. Can I also?
Yep. If anybody else has any preparatory spells, you get just a couple seconds.
Yes, I would like to bless me, Gabriel, and Casper.
Okay.
I'll rage.
I will cast the Blade Ward cantrip.
Okay.
Yeah. And I am going to grab Aaron's shoulder and say, "This is our family now. We have to protect them." And I cast Shield of Faith on Aaron.
Okay.
Beautiful.
What was the
+2 bonus to AC for the duration of the time? 10 minutes.
Thank you, sir.
What was the marching order as you guys were following?
I think after we ran,
Carter.
that probably all went away. So you could just, if you want, just mix it up because we're just in a full frenzy sprint.
Okay. Okay, I like it.
Would be fair.
Can I explain real quick, bless, for them?
Yes.
Do you guys know?
I don't know what that is.
Okay. So whenever a target makes an attack roll or a saving roll before the spell ends, the target can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to the attack roll or saving throw.
So we can just add a d4 to our attack roll or saving.
Yes.
Anytime or just once?
So it's a concentration up to 1 minute.
So you can until you lose concentration.
Until I lose concentration. 10
Or
rounds.
is that just me and Gabe?
To you, yeah, you, Gabe, and me.
Okay.
Yep. It's like a trifecta almost. We have two powerful fronts and like one in the back.
And do I have to select if it's a save? Do I have to select do that before I roll, or can I do it after?
It's whenever you make the roll. Yeah, before the spell.
Okay, so
before
I
the
have to do it. Okay, good.
Yep.
Sick. Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
You know where the eraser's at?
Yeah, right here.
Oh, perfect.
Sorry, bro.
No, no worries. No worries.
With my background, would I know if undead are resistant to necrotic damage? Or would that be unknown to my wizard brain?
Make me a Arcana check.
Guidance.
Oh, that one.
Even with the guidance, that's not going to help. You're not sure.
Okay.
Unless you have some kind of class feature that would help you out with that.
No.
Okay. Did you already all roll initiative?
No.
No.
Go ahead and roll initiative.
Absolutely.
30-20.
Alrighty. I'll catch that from you in just a second.
Roll two.
30-20.
Good handwriting.
Good job, dude.
Good job, guys.
A rollies.
Oh, is it rolly? Yeah. Cool.
No, I mean, what's their proficiency?
Yeah, if they...
Whoever says highest on initiative.
Well, mine's +2.
What's yours?
30-20.
What's your initiative?
Bonus.
+2.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
rollies.
2.
11.
So him first and then next.
But it was
Two dirty 20s, Anthony, and then Sam.
And then
Yeah.
Sam, yeah.
Okay.
Which one is Carter and... Is Lichstorm with
Why? You good, man.
Daddy?
Yes, sir.
Is it just Carter or is Lichstorm along with us?
Just Carter today.
Okay, is he the one with the arrow in front?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. This bigger guy is going to be the engorged one. The smaller monsters are all going to be the regular horde. That. Anyone higher than 15? Nope. Anyone?
You got the nat 20s, right?
Yeah, I got the dirty 20s, yeah.
For the dirties.
Just got a couple of my own input here.
I got A15, if that helps.
A15?
Yes.
Okay.
Excuse me.
15 to 10?
10.
And 10 to 5?
7. What'd you get? You should have.
Yeah, what did you get?
2.
Okay, starting this off,
Yeah.
you guys run into this alleyway, which between the buildings is probably about 40 feet. It's not really an alleyway, it's like kind of a more of a main thoroughfare. There are some items that you can sort of jump on or hide behind around a few barrels. And then some sort of like a tarp that hangs down. If you guys want to try to do any hiding. First up is going to be this zombie back here, who is just going to take a flat out run and try to get to Casper. First person he sees as he turns. Casper, he's going to try to take a bite at you.
That
An 11.
that misses.
Okay. So is this sort of jaundice yellow colored zombie with a gash across its eye and even a couple bite marks taken out of it comes up to you and just starts snapping at you. You're able to kind of push his forehead away and kick at him a little bit to keep him at distance.
Sweet.
Next up is going to be Oriole.
I'm gonna notice this happening, just in kind of like a hasty panic. Fucking, you see this green energy kind of come from the bottom of my staff to the tip, and I'm gonna cast Witch Bolt on this zombie. No. That's 18 to hit.
That will definitely hit.
For 3 damage.
All right.
Let me read here. It says you can use your action to deal 1d12 lightning damage to the target automatically every time after this, as long as the spell, as long as I don't use it outside of the spell's range, or it's in total cover from me.
And it's concentration.
Yes, I know that. It's concentration. So this is one of those ones that you can activate on your following turn as long as you don't take damage, or if you do take damage.
Yeah,
I'll have to have you roll a concentration check. So I'll take that 3 damage off. And you see him just sort of getting kicked back and pushed away from Casper. And this sort of necrotic colored blackish purple lightning surrounds its figure, and it screams kind of loudly in pain.
Fuck yeah, I'm just gonna stay concentrated. Maybe kind of like come around the group, but like stay focused in, keeping my staff pointed towards this guy.
Okay, I'll get you put back there. That's probably about as far as you can move.
Perfect.
Next up is going to be Sap.
As a researcher, do I know about like if these zombies can be turned back to life later on, or are they just they're done?
You're more of a researcher in how things mechanically work and how magic will help improve items. Do you have
magical lore? Because I've traveled a lot. And
roll me a Arcana check, or let's do a history check at disadvantage.
Okay.
Guidance.
Cool.
Nice.
Okay.
I'm still gonna kill these people.
So that is a 7 plus 2. That's a 9.
Just not really in your wheelhouse, unfortunately.
Okay.
You know nothing.
Jon
Snow.
All right. So being like not sure about whether or not these people are truly like monsters forever.
Well, and to be fair, fixing 4 zombies out of a town that's overrun with thousands of undead, I mean, that task, it just seems so daunting to you that it's like, I mean, you could help if you tried, but it's something to keep in your back mind. You don't know what it'll do, if it'll work or not.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna use my boomerang and try to attack the same one that attacked Casper.
Okay.
Dude, thanks, guys.
We're kind of just arcing
right up on you.
Arcing it kind of between that gap there, trying to cling on the zombie. Go ahead and roll a hit.
Thanks. 8.
Eight just hits.
Oof.
Wow, nice.
3 damage.
Okay.
Daddy. I will end my turn right behind Aaron Gross.
Yes, this is about 30 feet, right? Yeah, this whole gap between the buildings is about 50. So yeah, I'd say that's about 30. Okay.
Or Gabriel's side.
That's one thing I'm excited about getting back to Alvin with. It's like actually
Measuring
distances.
Yeah, me too. I try to plan my moves.
Other than that,
as soon
everything
as we
about
get
it
into battle.
is
Yeah, this is all new to us.
Yeah, well, it's just also like if we were able to use this whole thing
Right. Yeah. It'd be so
but the
much
space
different.
isn't quite large enough for that.
Or see it better.
All right, sorry. Go ahead. Just the DM ranting in the middle of combat.
No, that was my question.
Okay, great. Next up, this large engorged zombie is going to run towards this direction, and he's going to just sort of curl up his mouth and rear back and just puke this projectile vomit, this bile, all over Aaron Cross. Go ahead and make me a Constitution saving throw.
And you have the +2.
And bless.
Yeah, that's to my AC.
Oh, yeah.
7.
7. So you're covered in this.
Oh,
plus. Yeah, that's right.
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
This is D4, right? 9.
9. Still not going to be enough. You're covered in this bile. And you're going to take 3 damage from it.
Okay.
Next up is going to be the second zombie, who's going to run in and try to, same thing, take a bite at the at Carter. He, same deal, rolled a 3, sort of just snapping and pushing. Carter kind of uses his bow to just poke him and try to push him back with it a bit. Next up is going to be Casper.
Casper, all right. I'm gonna teleport behind those barrels where the big boy is.
Where are you? I forget which one you are.
Right in front, getting smashed on. Not
This
that
one?
Oh, yeah, that's right. The one that's actually painted.
But a little
The only one.
further back, so there's a little distance between us. Yeah, like right
Something
there.
like that.
Yeah, I'm just hoping maybe I have like half cover or something, but if
Sure.
not, it's fine. And then I'm gonna toll the dead. So just like a screeching, like hideous ring of the bell is gonna fill this zombie's ears.
All right, and what do I make save wise?
A wisdom of 12.
Nat 15. Wisdom -2. So that barely makes with
Damn.
Rough. All right, that's my turn.
Alrighty.
Tough.
Next up is going to be Gabriel.
Nice. Check this out, boys. I just learned this. I have my greatsword, and I'm swinging it around, and since it's so big and heavy, you just hear and I stop it right in front of me like this, and you just hear because I stop it so tightly. And I hold my left hand out, and I have a tattoo of a sun on my hand, and it starts to glow red, and I put it at the base of my greatsword. And as I run it along my greatsword starts to turn like ember red, like just like flaming hot. It's kind of, you can see it's kind of smoking. And then I swing, and the heat from the blade now, once I'm swinging, it's creating that like wave of air. You guys can like feel the heat from it. And I just sprint. Oh, by the way, and that thing I just did to my sword, that's a Searing Smite. I sprint towards this big guy, and I kind of do like a little like a slide cancel like in Call of Duty, where I kind of like slide down to my knee and then pop back up and take just a huge swing at this guy.
Okay.
With my greatsword.
Let's go.
18 to hit.
That will more than hit, yeah.
Okay, so I'll do my regular damage for that, and then I can add on 1d6 of damage for the Searing Smite. And there's more to Searing Smite. I'll read that out in a second.
Damn.
Okay,
so 13 with just the greatsword attack.
And just to clarify, that's the one that's attacking Carter right now, correct?
Say that again?
To clarify, it's that one that's attacking Carter?
No. This big boy that just puked on Aaron.
Okay, so you're going to kind of move.
Sprint across, yeah.
Sure.
And I did the slide cancel.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 13. Don't forget about that.
That's important.
That's important. That's why I rolled it at 18 to hit. Yeah. So yeah, then I'll roll the d6 for the Searing Smite. 5, so 18 damage, but then
also with Searing Smite. Causes target to ignite in flames at the start of each of its turns until a spell ends. Target must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, it takes another d6 of fire damage.
Damn.
So 18, and then he's on fire.
Okay. Yeah, and your sword kind of cuts through with this sort of arcanic, almost divine flaming energy as it sizzles through and cuts off one of the arms of this zombie, and it just still presses on. It looks very hurt, but it doesn't seem to even notice that its arm is missing from it.
Yeah, he's dead already. I love the fact that you took Searing Smite.
Yes, I love it. It's pretty cool.
It's not normal.
I use that.
They have
I use
3
that in
different ones:
BG3.
Thunderous Smite, Searing Smite, and a couple Divine.
Yeah.
I figured that fit the sun tattoo pretty well.
Oh, yeah.
You have a tattoo on my hand. Yeah, I have a tattoo of the sun.
Yeah, as soon as he did that, you saw it.
Yeah.
That's
Next up is going to be this third zombie here, who is going to run in, and we can only really get to about there, and can't do much more than that. Next up is going to be Carter. He's going to take a disengage action and climb up onto some of the stuff on the side of the building. Yeah. So Carter's just going to move back and climb up on the stuff on the side of the building, taking a disengage action. After that, this fourth zombie is just going to start chasing after him, but can't get quite into range. They can't move super far. Next up is going to be Guts.
Which one is the big zombie?
Benny.
Big zombie. Okay. I'll hit the one that chased Carter. I'll run up to him and go for an attack.
Okay. Yeah.
Try and cut its head off.
Let's go.
You'll have to move around behind Sap in order to get there without taking an opportunity attack, but you can make it up there and go ahead and give him a slash.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Love it.
I think so.
17. 17.
17 hits. Yeah.
I'm gonna, as I go to attack, I'll pull my greatsword out in my bag, and it's just gonna like cackle with lightning as I swing.
Yeah.
Eight damage.
Yeah. You slash into that zombie, and you are able to cut deeply into it, and no blood even seeps out of these things.
Okay.
It's just a putrid smell, like you released a gas from the inside of its innards.
Ugh.
What was the damage on that?
8.
Okay, just want to double check.
And it's covered in booming energy.
All right, and that means when he moves, that he'll take out some damage. Sweet. Next up is going to be Aaron.
How close are all of these guys together?
They're probably with them about 10 feet apart each, like in a little bit of a diamond.
Perfect. I'm gonna run right to the center of it, and as I'm charging in, I'm just gonna be like, "Now, this is how you fight," and just billow back and cast my breath weapon out of my mouth.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a Dex 12. It's gonna be all 4 of those.
Is your breath fire?
Yep, fire.
Damn, both the fire boys.
Dex 12.
Dex 12.
Only the one in the furthest back here saves from it.
Okay, so as I burst out, all of you see this just kind of like choking fire as I'm running up and talking, kind of laughing, just it just bursts out into this huge 15 cone foot radius right into these people and singeing the first 3. It's gonna be
Big eyed as fuck.
Sorry.
Yeah.
And it's going to be 8 fire damage.
8 fire damage for each. And does the one that saved take half damage still?
I don't think so. Yeah, half damage on successful action. Yep.
Okay.
Before.
So you're gonna completely toast this first guy.
Let's go.
And then
Which one did I have a beat on?
what?
Which one did I have a beat on?
That you had a beat on?
Yeah.
That was the one.
The one he's dead now.
Yeah, he's
Okay,
dead.
heard that.
So if you need to, I believe you can still concentrate on it and just reapply your witch bolt somewhere else, depending on the length of the concentration.
Reroll a hit though, right? Wouldn't have to reroll a hit though.
No, it would just be reapplying it.
Okay.
It's really similar. I don't know if you know Hunter's Mark, like a ranger's skill. It's just something you can reapply to different creatures as long as you're concentrating on it.
Well, that's dope. Yeah, I'm just gonna move it to that big bloater.
Sweet. Sorry, I'm just adjusting hit point totals here.
Nah, dude, you got a lot going on. You're good. Yeah, like I want this breath weapon to almost like completely engulf this area with all 4 of these enemies, and like as it dissipates, you see one of them standing still, like completely singed in black, like it just like embers on his skin, and he just crumples and falls like slowly to the ground.
Ooh, yeah, that's badass. Next one is going to be. That would have been him. No longer.
No more.
Oriole.
Does this bloater feel when I move this energy over to him? Start targeting him.
Yeah, so you're gonna move it over to him. Is it a roll to hit or is it a?
It's a roll to
Okay,
hit.
then
If
it is
I'm
gonna
moving to-
be a roll to hit. I was
Yeah,
thinking it was a
okay.
save.
It's gonna be a save. Let me read it again. 17 to hit.
17 will hit him.
And yeah, same thing. I'm just gonna fucking hit this guy, dude. With 8
dude.
damage.
8 damage.
Yeah, and you see this pulse come through the grain of the wood on my staff, and just get to a point where it's so bright and it beams out, crackling fucking energy out to this guy.
Cool. Yeah. Yeah, he definitely seems affected by it. He's almost so engorged and so fat that all you really hear is just like these gurgling noises, like a kind of like a suffocating on his own saliva.
I'm gonna roll out closer, like 15 out, trying to get behind this object here. Other way, kind of by Aaron, or by Gabriel.
You can call me. Oh, you want to be by Gabriel?
Yeah, behind that circle here. This
that one there.
Yeah, but still maintain,
Yeah, you can still maintain
sight on me.
Yeah, your movement doesn't affect that. It's just if you take damage, I'll have you roll a concentration check. Stat.
Right. The zombie coming up close to Guts. I'm going to ready another. This time I'm going to ready a crossbow, and aim to take out its knee. Do a hamstring shot. That would be 19 to hit.
19 will hit.
Okay. That's 7 damage.
7 damage. Okay.
The guy in front of Guts, yeah.
Guy in front of Guts. I believe that will be enough, but let me double check here. Yeah, that's enough for him. So how do you want to do that?
Well, I ready my crossbow, and I just say, "Don't worry." Oh, shoot, what's his name? Carter. No. Yeah, thank you. Don't worry, Carter. Don't be scared. We are here to protect you and accomplish the mission of feeding your people. And I ready my crossbow, and I just fire one off, and it just goes straight through this zombie's knee. And just like he just bleeds out from the leg. It went right through the main artery.
Okay. No blood in the zombies, but we'll take that as just like as the final straw.
Very good. All that slime.
Yeah,
that
he was
zombie
covered.
slime.
He was covered in just charred, burnt skin from that fire blast he took. He was on his last leg. Literally.
No, he is for sure.
He used to be an adventurer like me.
Next up is going to be this engorged zombie who's going to step forward towards Gabriel. And he's going to try to pick you up and throw you into those barrels. So roll me a contested strength saving throw.
Pretty damn strong.
I think you get blessed too. Right? Or no?
Yeah. Good reminder. I'm not keeping tabs on your guys' blessed. That's up
I
to
had
you
it.
to
I
remember.
had it.
No, just letting you know for future reference.
13.
13. He rolled a 4 with modifiers. That's not going to do shit.
Okay.
So
we kind of grapple for a second.
You notice that as you're sort of wrestling with him, that your hands just kind of sink into his skin. It's just like this blubbery fat. It's hard to even get a hold of him, but he's just not getting a good grab on you. You're versed in being able to fight hand to hand, and you're able to use your techniques to sort of avoid the right handholds to get it taken down. Casper?
Cool.
Gasper.
Gasper's just deeper. He's gonna use his tried and true. He's gonna point that stick that he's got on him. Unlike the mini, it's just a plain stick. That green skeleton hand that's become familiar to you now is gonna reach out and try to grab the big blobby zombie boy.
All right. It's a save.
It's not a save.
Oh,
it's
I did that last time too.
It's a hit. I think I get a guidance to hit, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, not that. 25. Actually, plus another 4.
I think you could have done without the guidance.
Yeah. Just add it, bro. Yeah.
Let's really fucking
But not a crit though, right?
No, it was a 19.
Yeah, fair enough.
Oh yeah, that's 2 damage.
Hell yeah, brother.
It's necrotic damage.
Okay.
If you hit an undead target, it also has disadvantage on the attack rolls against you until the end of its next turn.
Great.
That's nice.
Disadvantage. Oh.
At disadvantage.
Next up is going to be Carter, who is going to string up 2 arrows into his bow and let them both fly at this zombie straight in the middle here. A 19 and a 4. One of them is going to hit, and the other one is going to just skip across this this paved sort of street. That is going to be, where's my... A 4 plus 2 for 6 damage. And that is not going to be quite enough to take it down, but you can see that the arrow pierces through and just is sticking out of its chest now. And the zombie's almost kind of like pawing at it like it's a tickle.
Which one got hit? What you pointed out?
Yeah, this red guy here.
Okay.
After that is going to be, that zombie. And he's going to rush in and try to take an attack at Gus, or Guts.
Yeah, it's a baby.
10 doesn't hit you, does it?
Nope.
All right. These zombies. It's my turn to roll low tonight.
Yes.
These zombies
Thank
are
God.
just
Much
missing
needed.
everything.
We needed this.
Yeah, same deal. He's kind of just scratching and clawing at you. Isn't able to get a good enough bite in you to do some damage. And your skin over the years of battle is scarred and toughened.
Like an old fruit roll up.
Yeah, like an old.
What?
Like
Good description.
What the fuck?
You're quite colorful, Guts.
Does that happen in a free roll-up?
It does.
They get hard as fuck.
They do.
next up is gonna be Aaron.
All right, perfect. Wait, did Guts go?
I didn't go yet either.
Guts.
I didn't go.
He was just attacking Guts. You got skipped.
Well, I know that he did his
fire breath before I did anything.
Yeah.
It was after
Oh,
me.
I got you guys' names mixed up.
So
again.
I think I'm
That's
next.
my bad. So you'll be next, and then it'll be Guts.
That's
Sorry.
Sorry about that.
No worries.
Two Dragonborns, man.
I know. Sorry.
It's different. Yeah.
So I'm still kind of grappled up with this big zombie guy, undead guy, and I have my greatsword like this, and I have his other arm like this because I already chopped off one of his arms. And I take the hilt of my greatsword and kind of push it to the side where his arm's still there, and it kind of breaks the grab. And then I kind of grab my greatsword again and do a big slash across his belly.
Okay. Roll to hit, buddy. Up.
Oh. 8.
And you have your bless.
And I have bless.
Yeah, I have your bless. It's close.
So that's gonna be 11.
That hits.
Sick.
And as you cut across and his stomach opens, this wave of like viscous, half digested like bile just comes pouring out, making a dexterity saving throw. 11. It pours across your feet, and it sizzles and stings. It feels like acid. Just like we have acid that digests our food, this is like an overproduction caused to try to just keep up with this engorged form. Lucky to roll on damage. You're only going to take 2 + 1 is going to be 3 damage.
Okay. And then do I...
if you have anything else that you can do, bonus actions or whatever, then feel free.
Well, I roll my damage.
Oh yeah, well, roll your damage, buddy.
Yeah. 10 damage. I've done 30 damage to this guy.
Within two rounds. Paladins, bro.
He doesn't have a lot of emotion, but you get the sense it's not going to take a whole lot more to take him down. He's not on his last breath or anything here, but you've severely wounded this zombie.
Okay.
Now it's going to be Guts. Sorry again about that.
No worries.
You're fine, bro.
I'm gonna reckless attack that little goblin boy, or the zombie, and try and just cut it in half.
Cool. At advantage, baby.
Whoa, whoa.
Whoop, whoop.
At advantage? Oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
reckless attack, buddy.
Yep.
What are you talking about, man? What? Alright. 19?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Alright.
Almost doubles its AC. Or over doubles its AC.
Holy shit.
And once again, I'll pull it from my back, and it'll just cackle with lightning, and it'll take 13 points of damage. Wow.
Yeah, that one crackles in this electric energy, and just absolutely crumples to the ground. Its bones sagging in its loose skin as it lays there just in a pile of its own skeleton.
Sweet. Wow. And then I'll use my movement to get over to the fat one.
I'm gonna just keep him over here.
If I can get as close as I can to the big guy.
The big guy?
Mhm.
Yeah. So you'll run back around. What's your movement speed?
30.
30. You could probably get about there with the distance that way and then that way.
No worries.
Opportunity attack.
Aaron. It's up to you, bucko.
So he's killed this. There's
Just the
this right here.
engorged guy here and then that small zombie there
And
who
this guy.
took a blast from your fucking fire once before.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna stroll right up to the zombie on the left here. I kind of glance over at Gabriel and see him just manhandling the fuck out of this guy. Like literally just severing limbs. And I'm just like, dragon bomb. And I walk over to the side just ever so slightly. I just bring my blade up to the bottom of me and just up slash right into the back of this guy. Which should I? hit.
That hits. Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. And I'm gonna just take my sword just right into him, and 10 damage.
Yeah, and you upslash across him, and he takes it sort of as a glancing blow, dealing a good amount of damage, but not enough to kill him.
Perfect. And I don't have anything else. Anybody else?
Oil.
I'm gonna use what is called Font of Magic, and as a bonus action to regain another spell slot, and I'm gonna fucking hit homie again with Witch Bolt.
Okay. Yeah. We'll
do
do
I
it.
need to roll to hit again?
Yeah.
Sorcery points.
Yeah, sorcery points.
Does an 11 hit?
The big guy?
Yeah.
Nope.
I'm gonna use Tides of Chaos.
Oh, let's
A
go.
one-time no action. I'm gonna re-roll that. Add it.
Ooh.
Big sword.
And I got a nat 20 plus 4. That's
That's how you fucking use it, my
We're gonna
boy.
hit with critical damage of 19.
Yeah.
And after I do, I'm gonna
Oh my
brace
gosh.
for behind this cover because I think somebody's gonna.
Yeah, on the big boy. Yeah.
Dude.
He gets completely engulfed in this this sort of purplish, dark, necrotic sort of energy that sort of crackles like when you're walking underneath telephone lines and you can hear that. And his entire body begins to swell. And then he falls to the ground, having lost all of the fluids inside of him that would have exploded across
Ooh, that's what's up.
Done.
You try.
I'm gonna stay behind this barrel, still waiting for an explosion because we heard about
Like just
detonation.
waiting.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
should just slip Tides of Chaos first.
Tides of Chaos. I will read that because it's important with the wild magic. So, once per long rest, I gain the advantage on attack roll, ability check, saving throw. Reroll. Before I regain the use of this feature, the DM can have me roll a wild magic on the wild magic search table to regain this feature. After I, so it says, roll on the wild magic search table. Oh, if I cast a spell. So on my next sorcerer spell,
Just whenever.
you can have me, or whenever I roll to regain that function again.
In order to, so you use that ability,
Yeah.
in order to recast that spell.
I use that to re-roll on a shitty roll if I want to, saving throw or ability check.
So it'll be your next one then.
But if I want to regain the ability to do that again, I have to roll on the search table.
Basically, instead of him rolling a 1, now you just get to decide anytime you want for his wild magic surge to go off. So it like leaves it in your hands.
So I don't need a 1.
Yeah, exactly.
But I believe it has to be.
I like
it basically gives him advantage.
I like these a lot.
Yeah.
It gives me advantage, but it gives you
Advantage.
Yeah.
Gives you some
but
scheming.
not a,
Or not, because who the fuck knows what's going to happen with the wild magic?
Yeah.
not a cantrip either. A
nat
sorcerer
ones.
spell.
Okay.
Cantrips are cool.
Okay, cool. Thank you for clarifying that for me. I have no
of course.
clue. Next up is going to be good old Sap.
I am going to take out my swords, or my short sword, and just kind of grimace. Having already played one of these and seen many fall, I'm just ready to take out the last one and get on with helping those in need. And as I walk up, I just take my short sword and just plunge it into the stomach of this other zombie.
Hell yeah.
That's 10 to hit.
That hits.
And that's 1d6, 3d6, right? And then, no, that's the strongest, so that's the regular die. That is a 7 damage.
He had 7 hit points. Woo! How do you want to do it, buddy?
Wow.
As I plunge this short sword into the zombie, its arms are flailing and coming through the short sword, trying to bite me and scratch me. And as I plunge it deeper into it, you can see its like life just kind of leave it as the sword exits barely through the back of it, and it just falls limp. And I just drop the sword and the zombie, and then pick it up again.
Nice.
Nice
Word.
one, Sappy.
Fuck yeah. Nice kill.
Good job, brother.
Yeah, with that, you guys are out of initiative order.
Peek above this barrel.
Yeah.
I'm gonna step out of the ooze at my feet. That was sizzling me.
I'm gonna lay on hands myself.
Hey, hey, Gabe.
Yeah.
And if this is a situation where you guys are like whispering and talking, just talk normally and just let, you know.
Hey, Gabe, is there ooze on your feet?
Yeah, I cut this bastard's belly open, and some nastiness fell on my feet and hurt me up a bit, but
That came out of him,
it did.
and it burned you?
It did.
Fascinating. All right,
It stinks real bad too.
I can smell it.
Yeah.
We all smell like sewers still.
Does anybody have like a beacon or a jar
Or a wet wipe.
or a wet wipe?
Let me check my bag.
I'm gonna prestidigitation your feet.
Does anyone have any baby
and
wipes?
unsoil them.
Oh, thank you, Oriel.
But it's only gonna last an hour.
Okay, so in an hour I'll have stinky feet again.
Yeah.
All right.
I have the water skin. Would you like to try to wash it off with a little bit?
Hey, you know what? It doesn't hurt that much anymore. And like you said, we just got out of the sewer, so
Yeah.
I'm fine. I appreciate you though.
Well, I understand. I'll save this water for whenever someone's thirsty.
DM.
Hey, yeah, Chase.
I have a 1 ounce
You forgot
bottle
my
of
name.
Daddy.
There we go.
Oh, that's good in the country accent.
Oh, it is.
Daddy.
It is. I gotta go to the bathroom really quick.
I have a 1 ounce bottle of ink.
What?
I have a 1 ounce bottle of ink,
Well, let's go and dump the ink out and scoop up some of that vial.
if that's all right.
Yeah,
Be careful, it hurts, dude.
by all means.
I would like to also not get any on my hands,
Taking his accent.
Okay.
if possible.
Yeah. Easy enough to do.
Roger.
So you have a 1 ounce vial of that sort of caustic, sort of steaming acid.
Carter, why didn't this one explode?
He's whispering, but he's saying, "Well, I've never seen that before. It's liable that it's the Dragonborn's doing.
Spilled its contents before.
He spilled the contents before he could explode. That's what I think, at least."
It's wonderful.
Yeah, it hurt. Wouldn't recommend.
Well, if we could figure out a way to keep that at a distance every time, might be a good way to take these fellas out without having the aftermath.
That's a good point.
That's great.
I think we better carry on before you're checked. More company, and I'm going to get up and just keep walking in the direction of the street ahead of me.
And Casper's going to be scribbling notes of these zombies.
And Sap Felspar gets swarmed by.
Who took damage?
I did.
Anyone?
It took a little bit, brother, but you're
Fine.
good now.
I think I only hit like twice that whole fucking battle.
Thank God.
I also haven't killed anything yet.
Yeah, hey, right here, partner.
And I've been trying.
I tried to give you the bless for
It didn't help.
It didn't fucking help.
It did its best.
Oh, yeah.
And Carter looks at you all and in a hushed voice says, "You all handled yourselves in battle well. Honestly, I was doubtful, but that was great. Gives me a little bit more confidence moving through these streets with you noisy bastards."
Sorry.
I'm gonna look over at Gabriel and just be like,
Did better this time, didn't I? You did. You did.
It was.
You did. You did.
What was that? I'm sorry. Am I running away from zombies just coming back?
You're whispering.
Thanks for cleaning my boots too.
Carter kind of ushers you guys off of this main thoroughfare, and very professional and one-track minded, he continues to lead you along the journey towards your destination, which is the barracks. He essentially leads in a way where he slows down a little bit and gives you guys the ability to move slower. Go ahead and re-roll all of your stealth checks with disadvantage. So those of you that have disadvantage because of your armor and class, just roll that as a straight roll.
Oh, add advantage?
Add advantage.
Add advantage?
So I should have advantage.
Yes, sir.
So it'll be a straight roll for those of you who have disadvantage.
So I should have less up now.
So you should have
Oh,
advantage, and these two should have advantage.
I just wanted to make sure.
The bless probably ran out.
Oh yeah, I think bless is only like
It's 1 minute,
Yeah.
10 rounds. I'm gonna guidance myself. $13.
16.
17.
Nice. 15.
11.
I thought you were gonna say nat one. That look, dude.
He's all like, nice.
And you hit a rake. And you hit a rake.
Yeah.
Averages out pretty well. You guys are able to make your way through the rest of the city. You notice that the sunlight is peeking into more mid-morning. You started this journey at dawn. The sunlight barely cracking through the mountains that surround you. Specifically, as it rises, you guys can see that it rises through the valley that you walk through. So it comes up through this sort of V, which is this expanse of this lightly colored limestone, and it creates this glow in the distance. Really a cool sight, and probably one of the reasons why this city was structured here in the first place, other than the fact that the landscape permitted it so well. You guys approach the barracks in the distance, and Carter looks at you all and says, "All right, we're getting close, and this is where guards tend to patrol." And he points up the road a couple hundred feet. You can see the castle now in not really in the distance; it's relatively close. But the way that it's set up is the castle is maybe a half a mile in the distance, square in shape, where the tiers of the castle almost mirror the city itself, where there's a large square on the outside with spires on each corner, and a sort of a moat, or I guess what it would be like a castle walls that surround that level. Inside of that, you see what would most likely be a courtyard, as the next tier that comes up is set within. And just like before, 4 spires, and then another set just like that, 4 spires, and it's 3 tiers long, 3 tiers tall. The castle isn't made out of limestone. It's not made out of the concrete that you've seen before. It's almost got like a metallic sheen to it. It looks like the walls of this castle are almost plated in silver, with the exception of windows that span along the expanse of some of these walls, and walkways that traverse around different sections, leading to balconies and awnings and outdoor spaces with gardens and different types of balconies colored in cloth of blue, like a royal blue. Between the castle and yourself, castle, like I said, about a half a mile away, closer to like I don't know distance measurements, like an eighth of a mile, like relatively close to you, is where Carter points out where the barracks are. It's a smaller building, maybe 120 feet in length by about 40 feet width. we'll say 60 feet width. And it's a more humble building. Looks like it's more served for utility rather than anything. Carter kind of mentions to you guys that this is where the guard stays for the most part. It's sort of where their cafeteria is. They get regular shipments of food, water, wine, and this is also where they receive their payments. You can see down the road, about halfway between you and the barracks, is a group of humanoids. A little bit too far to tell. They're facing the wrong way from you. So you can't see what race they are. They all are dressed in exactly the same armament. They sort of have simple plate armor, except for one who is wearing robes, but bears a similar color scheme as the armor does. So the situation here is you guys are making your way to the barracks, and there's a group of people that are sort of facing away from you that are probably a little bit stronger than the zombies that you faced, or at least have more intellectual capability to fight with. Go ahead.
Can I kind of like stop Gabriel as I'm walking him, and for a second, I've used my charges a little bit today, mate. Maybe a quick divine sense.
I can make that happen. I close my eyes and get down on a knee and put my hand on the ground, and I use divine sense.
All right. You notice at the edge of your range more undead, specifically to the sides and behind you. You gather by these senses that it's likely that these sort of common undead figures aren't allowed this close to the castle. Once you get up past the steps that lead towards the barracks, they're really not visible.
I see people to the behind us where we just came from, but seems like ahead of us is pretty clear.
Appreciate you doing that, mate.
If it's all right with you, I'll send a little fella out to scout the barracks, maybe get a head count, see how many people we're dealing with here.
I think you've proven to be our best scout so far.
I'll send out a little fella and like I've ever played Assassin's Creed where you can or Far Cry where you can ping each enemy, like a little fella to fly through and
enemy UAV overhead.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, perfect.
That's what divine sense.
Well, he's looking,
Celestial. These people,
and he's looking inside the building, possibly through the windows and things, to be able to see how many people are there. Yeah, so you conjure little fella, your eyes roll back in your head as they have done before, and he flies forward, able to fly in sort of an arc, but not get all the way up to where he can see in the windows of the building. There are two separate guard patrols that you see. One that seems to be meandering towards the castle, and one that looks like it's going through separate thoroughfare towards these higher class houses, large houses with finer building materials. You, like I said, aren't able to see on the inside, so that's what your report back from.
and they're all armed and
Yeah, they're all dressed in the same color schemes, the same armament. Some of them are in plate mail, some of them, different classes type of situation.
what did you say the total number was? Sorry.
Two separate groups of guard.
Mm-hmm.
All of them are in groups of 3.
Okay, so there's 6 that I can see.
6 that you can see other than the 3 that are already in front of you. So
Okay.
there's 9 total.
9 total.
And they're at quite a distance from each other, unless one of them had some kind of an alarm or some kind of
Okay.
ability to message or something like that, then you're relatively in the clear.
Sweet.
Sweet.
There's 9 of them. They're spread apart. We want to take them out one by one, probably, or sneak in, whatever you guys are thinking.
Well, a couple of us are quite loud, but
That's true.
we could always try, and myself as well.
Maybe we could draw in a small group and see if we can take them out methodically instead of all at once.
I'd be happy to offer range support.
I like the strategic option.
Casper.
We've been out here quite a few times, and we found that facing them head on creates a lot of noise, creates reinforcements, creates our numbers dwindling just as much as theirs.
And these men, they're pretty loyal to King Marcus.
I'd say most of them. I can't speak for them all, but probably best to convince them when they're hurting or more likely to speak to us in some way.
Not much of a reason for them to surrender now.
Right. They've kind of got it made up there in the castle.
Yeah, it makes sense.
It does sound like King Marcus is taking quite a lot of the food to himself, however. He might be able to split things up a little more evenly.
Well, he keeps them fed. He keeps them paid.
He does.
He just keeps himself fed and paid much more.
To be rich. Now look at Oriel.
We need to cause a distraction and draw them towards us.
It's kind of what I was thinking there, Gabe.
Zap?
I might be able to, find something to keep them busy.
I could create an illusion.
That could work too.
We could
I think we
combine
use
those
our
forces.
casters. Hold on. Me and Gabe, we're in armor. We can't walk through here in stealth, mate.
I'll lead them around the corner. You guys.
That's a
possibility. Them.
Yeah, you guys jump out and give him the old slasheroo.
What's that?
You see these guys' swords? They're fucking huge, man.
Slash-aroo.
Oh, you're trying to be funny. I thought they said you were a bard.
I'm not.
Maybe they're right.
Yeah,
No,
he is a bard.
just confused.
You could be.
Have jokes.
Maybe we could just choke him out.
We don't have a bard,
Hey.
so he is ours.
Not you.
Them or me?
The guards. The guards. Not you, bard.
Mate. I have some monocles on me, some cuffs. What if we were able to lead one of maybe some of them? I mean, if we took a couple of them, it doesn't hurt, but one of them out and we captured him for a little more information.
That's a good idea.
You have to keep them quiet.
Well, I have some dirty acidic socks I could put in his mouth.
Who's the fastest of the group? I'm gonna look at.
I'm definitely not.
You don't, you rich bastard?
No, I'm accustomed to
I guess me.
Yeah.
Pretty quick, or was that rude of me to assume?
I don't know. I think I'm pretty fast.
Let's do a race.
That's
Usually
does not sound quiet.
fast.
Enough games.
Let's do
We're not racing in these streets. Do it back in the sewers.
Two back in sewers.
It would be a pretty even race.
Fucking love you, dog. You're fucking great.
What do we think would distract, get the attention of a few gods?
Should we bring back
A woman.
Torak and I just jiggle two pieces of bark tied
Distress.
together with a string?
Or just a hot one.
And I'm gonna pull out two monocles from my.
I bet you could.
I'm gonna pull out two monocles from my bag and dangle them for a second. Just, I've only got 2 tries for this.
And to give you guys sort of the layout of the land here, these sort of middle class neighborhoods that you're in, they allow for quite a bit of maneuverability. There's alleyways, there's yards. The buildings themselves aren't just simple little squares like the first district of the town. There's shape to them. So there's walls that will hide you from other areas. You can get creative with how you want to use them.
Would you say we could find a house to post up in? Maybe throw them in there?
Definitely.
That sounds like an idea. You guys are alright with that?
I like that.
Close quarters combat?
As long as they don't come storming in all at once.
Mr.
just need to stay
Blackthorn's
quiet.
gonna.
We could lure him into the
And then what? And then Aaron and I grab him,
Right when they run through that door.
put him in
I'm gonna
chokehold.
pass you a set of cuffs.
Okay.
There's 3 of them and 2 cuffs, so we're gonna have to figure something.
Carter pulls,
I think we just kill the other one.
Carter pulls a small couple of handkerchiefs out of his pocket.
They're just doing their
He
job.
says, "This will keep him quiet,
Or,
at least for some time."
That's the biggest thing is quietness.
I'm sorry, Carter. What was that?
Plots out of his pocket.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Oh, sorry. I thought you wanted to use those to like injure them or something. I didn't.
Yeah, that might poison them.
Hey, the cloth's better. The cloth's better.
Oil.
I might catch a flu or something with those.
Worse than the flu.
Right. You're gonna be the one.
Well, I'm not super adept at illusionary magic, but I can cast a minor illusion. Can you
Casper?
give me, like, what are the limits of a first
See
level
that?
Minor illusion, maybe.
Minor illusion is something that you can make like small illusions with. If you were trying to go for like a large figure of some kind, like a human-sized thing, it would be more so like a mannequin and like a really like
no movement?
it wouldn't be dancing around.
Couldn't do
Now, on the flip hand, if you were to do something small like a cat running across the street or like pebbles being thrown into the road or something like that, that's totally doable.
Or like the chest of a woman figure, but only the chest because it's inside of a window.
Well,
no lower half.
Yeah, you'd have to do something to make sure you notice that.
Shirts in there. Some
Yeah, because it doesn't make sound, correct?
It does not make sound. Press it to
Oreo.
I could make a sound.
What about this? I can make a sound with these pieces of wood here. I'm capable of creating a recorded message. Does anybody here have a quite strong, head of the guards voice?
Well, I think we should stick to the woman idea, actually.
Yeah, I could.
You don't think
Or a
that we
sexy
could?
female's voice. It's been a while since I heard one. I'm stuck.
you
in
don't
glitch
do
all
a
day.
female voice.
You don't think that we
Oreo?
could instead, perhaps?
I could do a voice.
Let's hear it.
Hi.
That was
the same voice. Make it sexy.
What if we were to draw them out
Hi.
using a recorded message that said something along the lines of, "All guards must return to the castle for mandatory training."
Well, we need to just bring 3.
Zap, I think that's a fantastic idea, but
Zap, I don't think you've been
Also
paying attention
horrible.
to this conversation here. The goal is to capture them and try to get some more information out of them. If we send them back to the castle, then what are we doing?
Well, there's 9 others who could possibly.
Who would also be going back to the castle, correct?
No. This is only.
No.
all right, back to the main plan, Zap.
This is
We're
only a
sorry,
small-
great idea,
This
but
is only a small area of people who could hear the message, but we don't want other people coming distracted by
That's fair. That's
this
fair.
illusion of Orioles.
he's just gonna get the attention of 3.
Right.
The closest ones.
So it can't be too loud.
But what if the other guards happen to notice that guards are missing? Perhaps they should think that they're at the castle for the training that they are now late for.
There's already separated.
Carter. Are these
Yeah,
gods?
so the guards that were in sort of present,
I really remember there was 9. I'm sorry.
There is, but they're
there's
separated.
3 in front of you, close by. Down the road, he sent little fella to go look further ahead. They're spread out, so they're
two more groups.
They
there's
won't
another
notice.
group here and then another group over here, kind of thing.
We're just trying to draw 3 in right now, and maybe that plan will be handy later on.
Fair enough.
I agree.
Fair enough. I hope that your illusion is
Value your
as
input.
beautiful as you believe it can be.
Carter, are these gods in need of anything other than a woman's touch? Any objects or something they might scurry to? Drug addictions, booze, any?
Well, they fancy a good booze. I think some music playing would probably get their attention. Hasn't been a bard around these parts other than Casper here in quite some time. And
How about this?
your guess is as good as mine.
Can I cast in front of the boys a beer sign that you'd find in like a tavern window? Like just craft it, like kind of like a small version in my hands. Something like this in a window.
Just a sign that says like beer is here.
Yeah, cold beer.
Beer is here.
I'm not so sure. Like, there's still taverns in the town. They're not destroyed. I would assume they'd look at it and think that
I think
Whatever's in there is long gone.
I think a woman would be best.
you just pretend to be a woman, and if they don't think you're a woman, at least they think you're someone to kill.
Does nobody have a proper disguise kit?
I have a long. I'm beautiful.
Can you minor?
I'm beautiful.
Can you minor illusion long
Yes,
hair
you
on
are.
yourself?
I have long, flowing,
He does.
braided, jeweled blonde hair.
Can you craft him a set of breasts?
Why don't you just minor illusions and tits?
Only
on
tiny
yourself?
objects. They'd be quite tiny breasts.
Can you augment his breasts?
I'm gonna minor illusion some tits on me right now. There it is. And they swell to like an anime size.
And everyone's just hyper focused on Oriel's new tits.
Yeah.
Perception roll on the tits.
Casper just goes like, "Whoa,
That is very
all right, I like this plan." Which ones of us are going in the building?
Casper or Carter?
all of us.
Carter. All right, all of you in the building. You're just standing outside, waving them in. All right, let's do this thing.
I'm standing right on the other side of the door.
You got a good woman voice, right?
Let's hear it.
Hey, boys.
Gabriel's behind the door. He's the voice. That's the new plan.
You're the body against the voice.
I'll be the voice. Excellent plan. I hope you're loud, Dragonborn.
Right, it's on. Let's go, and I'll take the lead and kind of like
start jumping.
Like walking with like just a little too much bounce.
Yeah. I'm not used to this new set I've got.
Can you touch your elbows together?
All the boys are like kind of way too close.
Yeah, we're all staring.
I guarantee you Bryce is cracking the fuck up right now. Yeah, so everybody sort of settles inside of this like really modest but nice home. It's a 2-story house. The entryway leads to an open foyer, stairs that wind up to the second floor. Pretty open floor plan, other than say maybe like a couple tables, chairs, regular furnishment that you can use to hide behind or as weapons, whatever the fuck you want.
I'm behind the door.
I'm gonna be upstairs peering through the window.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Just in that
prepare.
first floor.
Aaron, you need to be close to me.
Yes, exactly. So I'm gonna be right by the doors.
Yeah, to like both sides maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
both sides.
prepare the door.
Someone needs to do something to the third.
I'm gonna put a hat on
Yeah.
and like a jacket and just pretend I'm in the coat rack.
Where did you get it?
I imagine there's something in this.
You put a hat and jacket on, now you're coat rack.
I'm totally down with that. There is
made out of wood.
Yeah. That's true.
There is a coat rack right in the entryway, and he takes the hat and the coat off of it and just fucking throws the coat rack out of the way and just stands.
Can I like disassemble my?
I got you, bro.
Thank you.
I'm gonna disassemble some of my kit and like remove my shoulder plate and backpack and kind of like dress down to my bare like robes, my like.
I'll even give it to you that with the set, you can like minor illusion like some fucking
Beautiful
cleavage.
like some cleavage.
Yeah,
like
yeah. No, I'll keep all that
Change
on
your
and
clothes
just,
a little bit.
kind of just make it more of like a feminine garb and like
Cool.
really kind of leave a little space, you know.
Here we go.
Are any of you guys close to me and Gabriel at the door?
We need someone to take
I'm
the third.
right in the entry with
Okay.
the coat rack.
And I.
Oriel,
Correct. Yeah.
Oriel, you distract the third while Aaron and I take out the two in the back.
on a little
gonna
knob
bring
that
them
you
all
can
in.
reach on your back.
I know, but
Carter's
once they come
going
in
to
the
just hang
door,
those rags.
we need to do something with the
Stuff them in
third
the
because
mouth.
we can only take two.
I'll do my best.
Thank you, Carter.
We'll keep them distracted.
Keep them distracted with your massive tits.
Making sure all three of them get through that door.
Yeah, before we do anything, Aaron, wait for them all to be in and the door is shut.
And I agree, and just kind of like run my hands together. This incantation. I'm gonna cast Bless again on me, Gabriel, and Oriel.
All right. If I know anything about this illusion magic, is it doesn't last long, so we better get started.
Oh, no.
Do you guys want me to do the
1d4
voice?
1 minute, and as he says that, actually, this phases out, and you guys all realize that like the small time frame we have to make this work. And I am at will going to recast this cantrip and snap back into my female form.
Yeah, just like waiting for it to end and then right back.
Let's go.
Looks great.
Ready?
Awesome.
Ready?
Let's hear this
Ready?
performance.
Well, I'm gonna open the door and poke my head out at first and get a sense of where these
And
guys
he's
are.
doing the voice, right? And you're just
Yeah,
gesturing?
where
God
are they?
damn it.
Where are they from the door? Where is this group?
Their backs are turned to you, probably a couple hundred feet away. Like, I mean, like if you think you can hear someone shouting across like a football field, pretty easily.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna like get a
Whistle.
Little, yeah, get a little cat call, and
then-
turn around.
Yeah. They immediately they're out there to be on guard, and this is
I'll kind of
characteristic.
Prance out, hands kind of like flowing on the door as I walk. Kind of do like a twirl and a spin, play with my garb, and just kind of meander back to the door, but give them like a glance. You know, like, maybe come over here.
I put my hands around my mouth and I'm kind of peeking out the corner of the door. Hey boys! I got an itch I think you can scratch. My bra's too tight and I can't reach all the way back there.
And with that, we're going to pick back up.
Jesus! I'm not doing that again.
Yeah, you are.
No.
I'm gonna have Bryce have it clipped, and whenever I tell him, he's gonna throw it in there. And this is blackmail. Oh man, that was so much fun, dude.
That shit's getting intense right there. Fucking taking it a route where we're like actually making a plan instead of combat. That's intense.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
So when are we picking back up?
So tomorrow morning we have to check out of this place. I'm crying about it already.
And Chase has a flight home.
Chase has a flight home at our typical time, so we were kind of hoping that this weekend of a stream marathon, 6 streams, right? Am I wrong?
That's a lie.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, 5 streams over 3 days was just so fun for us. So.
Yeah.
Over 10 plus hours.
Really cool.
I've been happy to see you guys after being back from Korea. I'm going back on Thursday, but I'm excited to see you online.
We will miss you, Sam. We're very happy to see you in person, Sam.
I may be taking a new job. Unfortunately, I'm not sure if the time slot will work, so we'll figure something out. Or Sapa may be going on an unexpected journey there and back again.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. If anyone here is still sticking around, thank you so much for coming and joining with us. We had a blast, and we love to do this not only for ourselves, but I think other people might get a kick out of it as well. So just a couple of really quick things to rapid fire. Link to the YouTube is in the description. Any of the things that you need to rewatch or show to your friends, it's all going to be archived there. Tomorrow morning it should be up. Check out TikTok @Advantage or Instagram @Advantage DND for any updates on when streams might be, bonus content, clips, anything like that. Shadowcraft Prince on TikTok. Check him out. My boy makes some minis. They're pretty fucking sweet.
All the minis we used today
Yeah.
are from Chase.
And
Came
last,
exactly from Chase.
but very not least, our bestest boy, Bryce. Everybody.
Yes. Bryce, thank you so much.
Thanks, guys. This episode, this part of the campaign, especially hilarious.
Thank you for making us all look so beautiful.
Yeah, thanks for dealing with the audio stuff too and making it work. That's
we had a
awesome.
few hiccups today. Mike fell into some coffee. We had to make some adjustments. So hopefully, if we cut out and we're quiet at some parts, you guys can still hear us. We'll make sure that when we come back on Discord, that everything's okay, man.
Yeah, we're coming back next Monday, right?
Next
The Monday after this
Next
one.
Monday.
And I'll make posts on social medias for all that. So,
cool.
Yeah, that's all I have to say. Thank you guys so much for being here with
Thanks,
me.
guys.
Spending this weekend.
Thanks, guys. And thank you, Tim.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Tim. Let's give a round of applause for Tim. Thank you, Tim. Thank you, Daddy. We appreciate you very much, brother.
And Joel, amazing.
Joel.
Yeah, thanks,
That
guys.
shit. Nah, dude.
Check out
I love
Shadows
this.
of the Dust Queen and archive this on YouTube.
Later, guys.
See ya.
Bye, guys.